to Uintah High School, where we've got a great matchup for you. I'm John Nurden, and with me tonight is Mark Winterton.
Yeah, it's an exciting one always.
By fixing it the
because
first
it's
time,
the
we show our customers that we care.
The
I'm Rico.
Utes
I'm a
and
technician at
Union
L&L Motor.
Cougars
I've been in the automotive
going at
industry
it
for 7 years.
mano a mano
I'm
on
Amanda
Friday night under
Kazak.
the
I work
lights.
here at the
Yeah, good old
parts.
rivalry week. I think they played in volleyball earlier, and it just leads up right into this game. Fun one. And it's always a fun one. Neither team having a win, and so they're both looking to get in the win column tonight.
You know, we've talked about that a little bit, you and I, before the game. Some years, you know, one team beats up on the other one and back and forth, and this year it's kind of a coin toss. Nobody knows who's going to do what. Nobody has an identity yet.
It is. Uintah's got a new coach. Union picked to finish fourth in their region, and so far, yeah, exactly. Haven't seen much of an identity behind Union. So, no, this one should be a fun one. We did get a chance to catch up with both coaches. I talked with Coach Labram actually earlier today and chatted with him a little bit, but we also just some keys to the game. Go ahead, John.
So we grabbed Mike Peterson. He's out there running some plays, and we decided to just sneak out there today and talk with him a little bit. We said, hey, Coach, what's the keys after a big loss against Maple Mountain? He said, well, Maple Mountain was huge, and we just young. You know, we're a young team, not knowing how to deal with that. He said, we just got to show up. We actually have to come to play and believe in ourselves a little bit. And then he kind of made a snide comment and said, we just got to have 11 guys on the field. And
Make sure there's 11. That was one of his keys to the game.
Was he absolutely literal?
Yeah,
I think he was.
Keys to the game, 11 guys on the field.
Not just in spirit, but in actuality, make sure we have 11 guys on the field. Tells to how young they are, and then just play to the whistle. You know, don't play till you think it's done. Play till the whistle blows. And then when you talk to Coach Labram, what do you have to say?
Coach Labram, well, now you put me on the spot. I can't remember. But we know that some of the keys that we did, well, control the line of scrimmage, value the football, fumbling. They had 3 fumbles last game for sure. Trying to think if there was any others, but I know 3. So 3 fumbles last game. That kills. I mean, obviously, the drive is over. You're done. And then play their 1/11th each play, meaning every player putting forth all their effort.
Kind of the same thing that you could take from Coach Peterson. You know, 11 guys on the field, but I think he actually meant get 11 on the field.
Hey, if you only got 10 out there and every single one of them is playing their heart out, sometimes they'll do better than 11 guys that maybe not.
Well, we'll watch for that today.
Didn't
if
show
we
up.
catch that, we'll see. Maybe he'll try to sneak an extra one on here and there too, and he could throw he could definitely throw a 12th player on here and there.
Sneak in a 12th, yeah.
So looks like we are gonna
go to a national anthem.
So we'll come right back after the national anthem.
By fixing it the first time, we show our customers that we care. I'm Rico. I'm a technician at L&L Motor. I've been in the automotive industry for 7 years.
I'm Amanda Kazak. I work here at the parts department at L&L.
I like being a technician. Every day is a new day, and it's cool to see a concern and be able to fix it.
They're kind of like my family, so they've really taken care of me and given me a ton of opportunities.
We value the Fix It Right First program. Try to go the extra mile for the customer.
Wow, that was a great rendition. Looked like they combined forces and had Union and Uintah's band.
Yeah, what a cool camaraderie, you know, here in the Basin, you get the 2 bands together, make a fun rivalry game.
Well, and you know, just that support of our country and our troops and those who have given us our freedoms that we're so thankful for. That was really great. Big, huge shout out to both bands.
So as we go into this game, we got captains heading out onto the field. For the Cougars, our captains are, we got the Hiders, number 16 and number 1 there, Caden and Colby, Chase Burchell, and then Brig Edwards, number 60 there, are your captains for the Cougars.
Looks like the Utes, we've got Nicholas Bernard, Dagan Oaks, And I can't see the other two yet.
I got
Looks
number
like
5.
Number 5, Riggs Anderson.
Did you get 52?
I did.
I'm trying to get those other numbers. If the Union players wouldn't stand in the way.
They're sizing each other up over there, kind of got the little swagger going on. And my guess is that it's number 32. Is that possible, Connor?
I'm waiting to see. So talking to Coach Labrum, in fact, Caden Hyder's a player that has really come on strong this year, and he expects good things from him this year. So far, he's done really well on the offensive end as a receiver. I'm trying to think. I don't think he's fumbled at all. He's had some nice receptions. As Union will receive to start the game.
And that was Riley White as the fourth.
As the fourth captain. Number 62.
So.
And then for Uintah, talking to Coach
Labrum. Coach Peterson, sorry.
I was like, Coach Peterson, he talked about first, a couple of the surprising guys coming up through. They did get a player in Jaden Horrocks, who transferred
from Union.
Yeah, and he's come on strong, and he'll be an exciting one to watch tonight. And then also, that he mentioned Connor Henderson running the ball, right?
Yeah, and Connor being a sophomore this year kind of surprised him how good he was going to be. Not that the Hendersons don't have a long line of successful football players here at Uintah.
No, athletes with those. He's
athletes in general.
His brothers,
definitely football.
Caden
as well.
and Kyle and who else? How many brothers are there?
That's the two that have gone before him. I think there's one younger.
There's one coming up. As for the Cougars, Hyder and Burchell will be back to receive. Is that?
It's Isaiah Perez going to kick the ball, and I always say that he's a D1 prospect for being a goalkeeper in soccer, and I don't know if he is anymore. He's
Are you still coaching
now? Yeah, I'm still coaching.
So he's your guy.
He's our goalkeeper. He didn't make grades last year, the knucklehead. Hope he just heard me say that too. Stay on top of it. He said he's got A's and B's now.
Kick.
And
lands about the 6 is Chase Burchell. He's going to toss it over to Hyder. Hyder coming around the left side. Gets a nice move. Good blocks there as he's going to get out to the 30-yard line.
And that was Connor Henderson on the tackle there. And that was a good run back.
Chase Burchell taking the catch, and then Hyder was quite a ways behind him as he had to toss it back there. I don't know if he was faking anyone out with that.
No, it took a little time, but they made it happen and got some yardage, so they feel good about it. And
I'm going to say good blocking on the Cougar side of the ball.
And it was good running. Once he got going upfield, he made a couple of cuts and did a fine job.
Cougars are going to run a 4-3 defense. Jaden Horrocks, we were talking about him. He's right there in the center, number 20, as Labrum in the gun. He
holds it, keeps it, makes a big cut. Oh, and he doesn't go upfield.
Yeah, he could have cut right in. He could have cut up and gotten extra yards there.
Just ran right into Riggs Anderson, and Riggs got the tackle there. Yeah, he definitely probably could have got a first down if he just cuts upfield.
Well, regardless, he gets 5, and so it'll be 2nd and 5.
Easy to say that from up here. It's never the same angle on the field as it is from the booth.
That is true. But tunnel vision probably comes into us.
Well, and you're thinking of running a play and not necessarily.
So 3 receivers. They got a down tight end, down lineman there, tight end guy. And they give to Eldridge, and that has got to be the longest run I've seen him run all year long. He picks up 15, 16 yards on the run.
Gets behind a blocker and just goes upfield and just gets yardage.
Good run there by Eldridge.
So this is exactly what Coach was talking about, Coach Peterson. 11 guys got to be on the field ready to play.
Cougars going to go with trips left as Labrum in the gun. Eldridge lined up behind him.
And the Utes are playing them up tight. They're giving them the downfield, no problem. They're just playing up and in their face.
Well, and the Cougars trying to establish the run game and see if they give it to Eldridge again. He's going to get a few yards, but a flag comes in. I'm going to call a hold there.
That's a good call. That was hard because it wasn't clear in the backfield. It was kind of right just past the line of scrimmage where they called that.
So it was a hold. The flag is right at the line of scrimmage, so they're going to go from that point. So it'll be 1st and 20 for the Cougars now.
Well, as they get a good run established, and it comes back, and they give back a little yardage.
Penalties hurt. They always do.
They do.
They never feel good.
No, and
Cougars going to go with a down lineman. I'm trying to see who is that. The tight end there is Easton Rohr as he hits. And now it's a little bubble screen to Burchell.
and again, pretty dang good blocking, but he gets gang tackled. That was Riggs Anderson on the tackle again with a couple other of his buddies helping out.
So looks like he picks up 7 yards on the little bubble screen there. And Burchell's the one that had a few fumbles last game. He holds on to the ball. You notice how he really wrapped it up tight with both arms.
He worked on that all week. You know that. So it's second and 13, huh?
This is a different offensive formation that the Cougars have ran all year long with that tight end. As another play action. Labrum now turns it to run upfield. He's not going to get anything.
Right at the line of scrimmage, maybe even lost a yard. Hey, and one of the big things we have going for us tonight is L&L Motors providing the Jumbotron here at the Coach Belcher Stadium at the home of the Utes.
Hey, that's cool.
And it is. It's outstanding. And I'm not sure if you got to see that when they were doing the national anthem or not on TV, but it's unbelievable to have that big Jumbotron sitting here, and we really appreciate L&L for providing
It's fun what L&L does for the community. In Union's first home game, they gave out footballs.
Well, there's some definite holding in the backfield, no call, and he catches it.
That's a nice catch by Foot, and they're going to call it. He caught it. That's a first down for the Cougars as they keep the momentum on 3rd and long. Little bootleg there by Labrum. Toss over to
Boy, that was just like slowly happened. I kept watching in the backfield instead of staying tuned up with the ball. And that was just a good play. And then they established run, and then they went to the...
Now they get into Ute territory. As the Cougars will continue marching here, they're going to... Rohr goes back to down lineman there. Two receivers on the far side.
The defense tightens up. It's just a real...
They're going to...
Oh, and he...
Labrum gets caught up, but he breaks a tackle.
And he held
Can't
the ball
get
forever
away.
and just fooled. Absolutely fooled the Utes. It was Riley White. Just had a hold of him and wasn't sure who had the ball and wasn't sure who he should be tackling. But the rest of the team got in there and helped him out. And here we go again.
Sorry, I was counting how many cheerleaders were down here.
You know, and they do have a fair bit of cheerleaders on both sides. If you look across the field, there's quite a few from
There's 36 cheerleaders down
both
here.
schools. Not many more players than that.
Little pass there. Just a hitch pattern to Burchell was incomplete, and so that'll make it 3rd and long now again for the Cougars.
3rd about 13 isn't what they had last time. They got a first down on it.
Yeah.
So watch for the bootleg again.
Hey, go bootleg to Foot again, right?
Absolutely. Ashley Regional Medical Center. Ashley Regional welcomes Dr. Tyler Moore, orthopedic surgeon. Dr. Moore did an additional fellowship, year-long special training in sports medicine. Began seeing patients on August 27th, so he just started. Good to have him in the basin.
Labrum's going to go trips left on this play.
Watch for a little run right up the middle.
Labrum does take it up the middle.
And
making some contact with a few players, and they're going to get pretty good yardage.
Utes
he might go for it.
finally wrap him up. Garrett Wilson in on the tackle, and looked like Gavin Shope. Yeah, they might go for it. 4th and there's no point in kicking this one.
Nah, this would be about a 50-yard field goal from here. You don't want to longer than that. So Cougars going to go trips left. And we got whistles blown. I think we got a timeout.
We're going to take it as well. We'll be right back after this timeout.
I decided to attend USU Basin because I could stay here and keep doing what I was doing and be around my family and still be able to get the degree that I wanted.
It was important for me to stay in Vernal while taking classes and getting my degree because this is where my family's at.
Such a great opportunity that we have here in the Uintah Basin. There's great scholarships, there's great programs, it's such an amazing campus. The instructors care about you, and having that degree has opened so many doors. It's just an opportunity you don't want to pass up.
Moon Lake Electric was organized in 1938 as a rural electric cooperative by residents of northeastern Utah. We are proud to support the television coverage of Uintah Basin High School sports.
Well, we're back here at Coach Belcher Stadium, where Union is making a push, but they're up against it now. They've got 3 yards on 4th down, and they're in Ute territory.
Labram's going to go in the gun. Eldridge goes to his right side.
Going to throw this one.
The drop.
And he does. He just throws just a hair long. Very close.
Complete pass to Hyder. And that'll be a turnover on downs. We'll see this Uintah Utes offense for the first time tonight. And this new offensive line. What, a couple of sophomores, couple of seniors, and a junior is what, Coach?
I think he said a couple of juniors and a senior. I don't know, but not a lot. And I think when he said the senior, a couple seniors that hadn't seen.
He said all of them were all
time.
new.
Yeah,
all of them were new to the offensive line is what he told us.
And there's some size up there. You know, you see a few pretty big boys.
Dagan Oaks under center running the I formation. Strong right as he will play action. He rolls left.
Rolls out.
Going down field as intended for Jaden Horrocks, intercepted by Hyder. Hyder coming back the other way. So Horrocks.
That was sure lightning quick. The Utes get in a half a play.
I'd love to see the replay on that, John.
You know, if you lean right out here, L&L is going to provide that. You can see it on the Jumbotron.
Because it looked like that just went through the hands of Horrocks.
It did. It hits Horrocks right in the hands.
Little
tall though.
But as that comes down, Hyder's there, picks it up.
Boy, I imagine Dagan's just mad at himself on that one, and so is Jaden.
Thanks for the tip on the old replay. I like being able to look out the window and see that replay.
Thanks to L&L.
That is true. Thanks to L&L. So one play, we got to see the Utes on one play. A nice little play action there by Dagan Oaks.
That was a half a play.
We
didn't even get a whole play.
Oh, we didn't even get a whole play. As now the Cougars on first down,
going
to go deep to Burchell.
Deep.
Burchell making the catch, touchdown Cougars.
And you know, that was just, Josh Holmes just got lost on that one, and he turns around looking for the ball instead of staying with his man, and just gets 5 yards back.
Just a little play action that brought the linebackers in as Labram quickly releases this one. Burchell's fast, and he'll get downfield quick. The Cougars going to their big receiver, and Miles will come on to kick the extra point.
Good snap, good kick, and the extra point's good. So now we get a chance to see the Utes back in action. You know, the one thing about high school football is the turnovers do make all the difference. And oftentimes teams will fumble it, and then the other team gets points off of it. This time it's an interception, whatever, any kind of turnover. But
well, and a turnover in your own territory really hurts because it gives the other team. We only saw one play out there as Cougars just go deep there. Well,
right back at you with one deep play.
Yep, one deep play, and they ran it their first series, and there's a long play to Burchell as Burchell gets
So are you
open.
saying that was good play calling by the offensive coach?
I'm going to say that was good play calling by the offensive coach.
Well, let's see if the Utes can pull it together now. Can you see who's back there?
Yeah, here in a second if they just kind of turn their jerseys a little bit.
I can't see it on the Jumbotron, or I can't see it with them.
Looks
Looks like number 5.
That's
Riggs, Henderson. And is it Gavin on the other side, number 4 usually?
If I had to guess, I would say it's Ryland Spencer, but I can't tell.
I can't either. We'll see here in a second.
It's Tanner Miles to kick. First game of the year for the Cougars. Miles not kicking it real deep, but the second game he looked good, as this one's going to bounce about the 15
and it's going to
down
just
into the end
kick
zone
all the way through.
And that was Ryland Spencer there back deep for the Utes. As the Utes now will take over on their own 20.
So now maybe they get the little jitters out and they can make something happen here.
Well, hey, Strata Networks brings you more local cell sites than any other wireless provider. You can join the network with the best local coverage today and get up to $500 in credits with a qualifying trade-in. Just visit stratanetworks.com to learn more.
Well, they're talking to coach, trying to decide what they're doing right now. There they go. They got 11 out there now.
That's the goal. Just get 11. Well, that's one of them.
So
They got that down.
Ryland Spencer in the back.
Oaks is going to go in the gun here with trips left. A quick throw across.
A real quick throw and a great catch.
That was
Few extra
Jaden
yards.
Horrocks.
There you go. There's some confidence back in it. Quarterback going right back to a throw.
And Horrocks making the catch and
Horrocks
picking up a
making the
first
catch. I think
down.
that I'm impressed with Coach Peterson or whoever called that play. I don't know who it was, but that's what you do. You know,
Don't fear away
when
from
my
what
son was like 9 years old, he showed me, I went to the swimming pool and he jumped off the high dive and did a belly flop. Dad, I'm going to go do it again, but then I'm done, okay?
Jaden Horrocks going to go down lineman here in this tight formation for the Utes, as Oaks is going to hand this one off up the middle.
Oh, he let the first one go. It looked like he held it, but that was pretty dang good. Couple yards.
That was number 32, I believe.
You know, and what I meant with the swimming
Connor
diving
Henderson.
story, go right back at it. You know, get on the horse, you fall off, you get right back on. I like that. Give him a little confidence.
And so on 2nd and 8, back to the line of scrimmage, going to go I formation here. Dagan Oaks under center.
Look for him to roll out to his right this time. Nope.
He gives
straight
that
up
one
the
to
middle.
Spencer. Spencer going to get caught up in the line.
Nothing doing. He got to the line and just.
I don't even know if he went down. I think the line stood him up and they stopped progress.
Yeah, lost all they gained on the first play.
So it'll be 3rd and 10 now for the Utes. Cougars going to do a substitution here on the offensive line. They're going to go with a 3-man front, drop to a more prevent package or a 3-4 defense.
And Dagan drops back this time.
Actually, more just a defensive back heavy.
And he finds the angle. He just makes a run and gets a good block up front. Oh, and he gets chucked into the bench, and it's going to be a 15-yarder.
See, from looking at from the front end, he just got a hold of the back, and then he let it go. And when he let it go, both of them coming full speed, it caused Dagan's momentum just to go in.
We'll
So
see here on the replay, the L&L motor replay.
watch how he
grabs him, and
but
it
then
looks
he
like
just
he
lets
just
up.
shoves him, but
oh, maybe kind of does a little bit.
and he's 5 yards out
He's
of bounds.
apologetic. He's like, oh wait,
yeah, I should have done that. And he's in pads, and those benches don't hurt that bad.
But that's going to be a pretty big penalty as this puts the Utes into Cougar territory at the 37-yard line and right back into this game, down by 7. Oaks quickly to the line of
and just
scrimmage.
running a little bit of offense now. You know, when you say back in it, they're just settling in to get the nerves out, that Basin Bowl, the rivalry feeling.
Couple of backs in the backfield for Oaks under center, and he gives it to Spencer around the left side,
And
off tackle.
Spencer doesn't quite get away.
That
He
was
got back to the line of scrimmage, and then there was a shirt tackle. Someone
yeah, it was
held on to
Colby
his shirt.
Hyder that actually got a hold of his shirt and held on. Would not
Spencer
let
was
him
just
go.
running. Those wheels were going, but he wasn't moving anywhere.
Wasn't going nowhere. Hyder doing a great job for the Cougars in the on the defensive side, and his brother on the offensive side, but actually had an interception. He doesn't play usually a whole lot on defense. He's out there now, both brothers. As the Utes will be 2nd 10. Oaks under center. You're going to go with kind of a trips left formation.
Yeah, they're looking to throw this one. Kind of from the get-go they were throwing that one.
Oaks was back in gun, wasn't he?
He was.
I was looking down there. It looked like there was somebody under
No, he was going
center.
to Gavin Shope the whole time, but you look at him talking, he thought Gavin was coming back. That was just a zig and a zag. One guy thought zig, the other guy thought zag, and it looks bad, but it's not nearly as bad as all that.
Well, so it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Utes from the Cougar 37-yard line.
And the Utes will get better at that week after week after week. Coach Peterson will get these kids better, and they will gain confidence.
Oaks is going to go in the gun again.
Look for him to go the same play again.
He's going to go
other
left side.
Holy cow, right in the middle of 3 guys.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they catch it. Who is that?
That was a beautiful pass, though.
Look at that. That was just
Riggs
pretty.
Anderson.
Riggs is just like, there was 3 of them around me. He threw it anyway.
Oh, man, threading the needle there down to the 23-yard line for the Utes.
Another great replay on the L&L Motor replay. Up on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, we could be in for a fun night tonight, John.
Moon Lake Electric is a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Uintah Basin. Appreciate all our sponsors.
Oaks is going to go under center on this this play with the couple of running backs back there.
Got Connor back there.
And he'll pitch it out to Spencer around the left side, getting around the corner.
And he gets uplifted and maybe he got 3 or 4 yards though, but he.
Oh, it was Caden Hyder that came in for the tackle. He's going to pick up 3 yards on this one. So it'll be 2nd and 7 now for the Utes.
Both teams
United.
Both teams really look good. You know, the schools in the Basin have really done a good job of building up their stadiums, and they're all new uniforms. They look pretty dang good this season.
They do. Yeah. And it wouldn't matter.
There's a
fumble at the exchange.
And it looked like he got it right back.
And the Cougars got it.
Nope, the Cougars did get it.
Yeah, just an exchange from the center to the quarterback.
He never ever got it in his hands. You know, it came up, and you see here on the replay, as soon as he steps back, he has to dive forward to try to get to it. And it's up and under the Cougars.
Well, so, and we were, of course, talking to Coach Labrum, and he mentioned big thing for the game is to hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball. Just to hold on to the ball. No turnovers. Cougars, so far none. Utes 2. And
that's always the key in high school sports. Turnovers make the difference.
As the Cougars take the field. Dual receivers to both sides. Labrum in the gun. As Eldridge lined up to the right side of him. He'll take the snap. Gives it to Eldridge. He keeps it himself this time. He'll pick up a couple.
And that's a good open field tackle by Spencer.
A special thanks to United Express, operated by SkyWest, for sponsoring tonight's live coverage. United Airlines, operated by SkyWest, is committed to being the Basin's portal to an entire world of travel. As now the Cougars on 2nd down. Again, dual receivers to both sides. Put Eldridge on the left side. As Lincoln in trouble, and he's going to get pulled down. That looked more like a fumble than a pass.
Yeah, they're gonna say he was in the ground, and you see Coach over there saying, no, that's our ball.
You know, it depends on if he touched his knee, I guess.
Well, they called him down, so it doesn't really matter. There's, you see there on the L&L replay, I was watching it, so I'm not sure what we could see there.
Well, he just got spun around and must have, touched that knee down, and then the ball come out. But I'm not sure what he would be doing with that, unless he's trying to throw it away.
Yeah, it's hard
But
to
in that
tell.
case, you're in the pocket still. He wasn't quite out of the pocket. I don't know. I mean, that's, again, debatable. Going to go with 5 receivers as Lincoln in the gun. Passes it to Burchell. Burchell makes the nice catch. 20. Upfield, getting some nice blocking, and he's close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short.
Just a hair short.
You see who brought him down?
I did not. I was trying to fix our monitor.
Wagner with that, with the tackle. So Cougars will punt this one up. Punt it away as Foot comes in. Utes will send 2 back to receive in both. Did they say Shope and Anderson?
Yes. So something's going on.
And now I think
looks like they're going to take a timeout. They're going to have to there.
Yep.
The clock was running down, and they did not want to give up 5 yards right here. Going to talk about it, see if maybe they want to go for it. Who knows?
Yeah, well, be an Aggie in the Uintah Basin. No matter where you attend, your diploma will have the same 3 renowned words: Utah State University. You can visit uintabasin.usu.edu for more information, or call 722-1700 to get started at Utah State University.
We're so thankful for all our sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you any of this coverage, and they do a great job and really support us.
You do a great job, John.
Thank you, Mark. Everyone knows that.
As Riggs Anderson and Gavin Shope will be back now. They're all ready to go.
Oh, goodness.
Cougars punt team with all 11 of their guys come back onto the field. As Nate Foot, also the backup quarterback for the Cougars.
And
our score right now, Cougars leading 7-0 over the Utes. As there's the punt by Foot. Decent punt. This one's going to land about to
turns
39.
it over good.
And it's going to bounce clear down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, he got that with just the right spin on it.
Well, and I think Riggs thought that was going to go out of bounds.
Well, and the other side of it is the Cougars got down there early.
We got an illegal procedure, though, against Union. So
that one's coming back.
I imagine Uinta's going to want to take that one.
Yeah. So we're gonna
have
a redo. This is almost like an L&L motor replay.
We're going to see it again.
L&L is proudly serving the entire basin by offering unsurpassed customer service along with the largest selection of new and used vehicles under one name. Fully trained staff of not only technicians but our entire team of employees. Proud sponsor of all Uintah and Duchesne County schools.
And so here out comes just a 5-yard penalty. But the
but that kick was so good. What did he net? Like 60?
Oh, well, punted it from the
60, 65. Well, about 60.
30 or 28 to the 16. I don't know. You do the math. I'm not very good at it.
About 60.
This
And
one a
another
decent
good kick.
Gonna go to the other side this time, but this time he's gonna just a little bit shope back to couldn't just miss.
Well, it's coming at him. They're coming at him. He's new at it, and it's what is Shope, a sophomore? I think he is. Nope, he's a junior.
Shope is a junior, yeah.
And anyway, ball coming at him, and just a hair behind it. Step forward into that and catch it on the run, and he'd have picked up 5 or 10 yards or maybe more. He'll get better at that.
And so Oaks is going to come out in the gun here with 5 receivers.
Yeah, all by himself.
Well, I tell you what.
He's throwing this one.
He's going to run it.
I think I'm.
And there he goes.
Got it.
And there he goes. Off to the races.
And he's
goes
zigzagging
Oaks.
and going.
I tell you what.
And he almost gets a first down.
If I'm running that offense with that quarterback, that's what I run. Send out 5 guys downfield, and if
get rid of half of them and let him run.
Well, if they're not going to cover one of them, I'm going to throw it deep. But if not, I'm going to run that thing. Well, I mean, that's
no, I like it. I think Coach is listening. I think he heard you loud and clear. He's gonna.
Oaks is an athlete in the backfield, and he can run. He'll move. He gets low to the ground, and he does. He zigs and zags.
Looks like
upfield.
Riley's back with him this time. Boy, and just the snap's a little off, but he hands it to Spencer. Spencer picks up the rest of the first down.
Oh, how about that hit? Was that by Rohr?
I think it was Rohr.
He got wrapped up, and then somebody hit him high and knocked him flat.
The thing is, it looks like he gets knocked down flat.
Right here, you can watch the replay as Rohr just lays him over.
And I think he's so small. You get hit and bounce right back up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But a first down for the Utes as they march up to their own 46-yard line.
It definitely hurts less when you get a first down.
Oaks is going to go under center, I formation, and it's going to pitch it out to Spencer. Spencer cutting it back on this sweep.
And he gets to the line of scrimmage, and they stand him up again, and he doesn't go down this time.
Well, that was a good job by Colby Hyder holding him up and keeping him. He kept him in place the whole time, and it was just who was going to have more power there.
You see Tyler Pope just making sure that Spencer doesn't get yelly. He's going to go get in someone's face right there.
Well, he had a whole gang of Union tacklers to jump in there and help him out.
Looks like we're going to have the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a commercial break and be right back.
When you need windows, doors, bathroom glass, or paint, Jones Paint and Glass can help. With over 80 years in the industry, we're Utah's go-to expert for paint and glass. We offer beautiful, energy-efficient Jones Paint and Glass windows, as well as Anderson and Marvin windows and doors. We also offer top paints like Benjamin Moore and PPG Pittsburgh paints. Whether you're remodeling or building from scratch, Jones Paint and Glass has you covered.
When you hear the crash. Great food begins with great ingredients. We've grown our produce department with more prepared fruits and vegetables for the entire family. We've recently expanded our offerings, so come in and experience the fun, the excitement, and taste the difference.
Welcome back to Coach Belcher Stadium, where we're about to start the second quarter of the Basin Bowl, where the Union Cougars lead 7-0 on an interception, and then the next play it went deep. Scored a big, long touchdown. But the Utes have the ball, and they are making some headway. A little bit at a time right now.
Yeah, Cougars up 7-0 here against the Utes as we start the second. Dagan Oaks under center, I formation, as he'll pitch it out to Spencer, left side. Spencer getting, is that Spencer?
It was.
No, that's actually Jaden Horrocks.
Horrocks, and he went in like he was cutting in, and then he cut out just a step too late. He should have cut out earlier or kept going in.
It'll be a loss of about 3 yards there, so it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Utes. Colby Hyder and Lincoln Labrum in on the tackle there. But, you know, Horrocks transferring schools this year, it makes it, that always makes it for me even more fun rivalry. You got a player that goes from one team to another team.
Oh, no, it's...
Oh, yeah, that makes it more fun, right? Oaks in the gun as he drops back to throw. Looks downfield, looks way downfield. There's the throw over
and just a hair over
intended for Riggs.
Anderson. Very close.
Yeah, Anderson can't get to that one. That's going to go 4th and 11, and I imagine Uintah will come in to punt this one.
Yeah, they got
away.
Isaiah in there to punt this one. Isaiah's the backup quarterback. You know, he's like 7 feet tall, and he's their kicker.
He is
so
6'4".
All right, but it's still the right guy in this game to have being the backup quarterback.
To me, I agree with you. Anybody that tall looks 7 feet.
And he's kicking, so they can do the quarterback punt thing where.
Well, and Isaiah just a junior too, so Uintah will have him next year.
A lot of their star athletes are young this year. So
there's the snap, the punt. Not a great punt. Not what I
but
think
a good
that come
kick.
off the side of his. Yeah, it ends up being pretty decent as it'll bounce down to the 21, and so the Union offense will take over on their own 21.
And he gets about 50 on that one.
Cougars lead here 7-0 against Uintah. If you're just joining us. And I'm Mark Winterton and John Nerden.
Cougars are going to take over right here, see what they can do. Just like Jones Paint Glass, founded in 1938, is celebrating their 80th year in business and a proud sponsor of live coverage of local high school sports. Whether building a new home or remodeling, Jones Paint Glass can help you create the home you want with new windows, doors, paint, and so much more. Get down there and see him, Jones Paint Glass.
As Labrum will be in the gun. He's got dual receivers to the far side. Looks like Eastern Roar is their down tight end there. Eldridge steps to Labrum's right side as he'll give it to Eldridge. Eldridge
and
breaking a tackle there. Yeah, he'll pick up a few. They're going to give him 7 yards there, so it will be.
And I think that's Horrocks giving up the extra 5 there. He had him wrapped up. And I think he's just playing a little tense because he just wants to play well against his old team.
Well, again, that makes for a fun rivalry.
And again,
facing an old
he's just a junior
teammate
as well. So most of this varsity squad are
fairly young for the Utes. Labrum in the gun. 3 receivers. There's the snap. And he'll keep it himself, running behind some nice blocking. He'll pick up close to the first. No, he's. Yeah, that'll be enough for the first down.
God, he just got his speed going straight up once he got going.
Well, and then I watched Eastern Roar come in there trying to provide a block full speed. Had he collided with that guy, I'm going to watch on the replay here. As now a bootleg.
Oh, and
to the right.
Great stop. That's Dagan.
Yeah. Dagan Oaks intended for Roar on that.
He just said, no, not on my watch. You're not catching that one.
Hey, watch the replay there as Roar rolls
the L&L
out.
replay on the Jumbotron.
L&L
provided by
replay.
L&L Motors.
Dagan took that one right out of Roar's hands. Roar going in trying to pull it out of the air.
Oh, he thought he had it, didn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah. He did. Love that replay. As Cougars will go tight formation on this 2nd and 10. Rory in the gun. Eldridge lined up to his left.
Very tight this time.
It's a trips right,
and they're going to
run it
way
to
outside.
Eldridge. It's a sweep around the right side. He breaks a tackle there.
And they slide clear out, but
Picks
no
up
bench
good-
action this time, so no
Good
penalty.
yardage. That was a good blocking for the Cougars. Nice run for Eldridge as he gets around the defender. As you can watch on this replay, good attempt there by Foote as he slowed up Spencer, and then Spencer comes back to push him out of bounds.
So 3rd and about 2.
It'll be trips left for the Cougars.
Oh, and they're coming.
Quick release to Foote, and Foote will be forced out of the bounds.
Spencer
But
pushes him out, but not until the first down was.
he got the first. So the Cougars continuing to march as they will mark this one at the Cougar at their own 46-yard line.
And they're coming quick. The chains are barely set.
Well, it's
Cougars are ready to go.
Yeah, they got a no-huddle offense here. As,
and there's a tackle right there.
Labrum rolls left, throw to Burchell, and Burchell close to the first down. It'll be about a 9-yard play on that one.
You see Wallace, Foote, and Dylan Summers just locked up on the opposite side of the field, just going at it. A couple big boys saying,
Look at this hurry up by the Cougars.
Yeah, they're very much
right
rushing
to the line again, 2nd and 1.
Going to try to wear out these
There it is
players.
to Hyder. Hyder's going to be that's enough for the first as he gets downfield. He's got Rohr up there blocking, and that is Jaden Horrocks with the tackle.
And the Utes are missing some of those early tackles, and that just comes back to being young and inexperienced, and that's something they're going to get better and better at. They need to work on it. Certainly as individual players, the coaches are working on that, but as individuals, they need to take a little pride in that and figure that out.
Cougars making big yardage here at the Utes 29-yard line. And now there's a whistle. I got a flag thrown. Well, I know it's not delay a game. How about that, John? They say a legal substitution?
So I think they did.
What's it? Against the Utes. How do you do an illegal substitution in football? Don't you just throw guys on the field? They don't have to check in or nothing.
Nobody really knows.
It's not like volleyball or baseball lineup or. But what do they do in soccer? They got to do the same thing, right? Substitute.
Yeah, in soccer, it's
in football, you just throw a dude out there.
You got to wait for the time to slow down. In
Yeah.
football, you throw a guy out there.
Yeah,
but a guy's got to come off. So.
Right. But an illegal substitute, I don't even actually know that rule. So
I didn't see what happened either. So.
Well, now they're having a Relief Society meeting. So our score here: Cougars leading 7-0 over the Utes. With what's our time left in the second? It's just a little over 8 minutes. I can't see the score or the time. I got
There's a big pole in the way, and by the way, they put up new lights. These are new lights that don't have to heat up. They just on and off. And the athletic director can turn them on from his phone.
They brought the ball back. They brought the ball back.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
You know what? Ute Tribal Enterprises is the fastest growing tribally owned enterprises in the state of Utah with 9 operations. UTE prides itself in offering the very best products and services to their customers. They're going to wave off that flag, say sorry.
So are you telling me you were right?
That there was no illegal substitution?
Yeah, I think you are right.
I don't know.
Well, they had a big conference. They're still talking about it a little bit, making sure they all know what the
One ref
heck's
said to
going
the
on.
other, "This is what I saw," and the other official said, "This is football." I don't know. Hold on, this isn't football. There's no soccer here.
Hey,
it's American football.
No soccer. They're playing football on a soccer pitch, though.
Yeah, well, that's what I was getting at. All right, so
a little
first
over
and
8
10.
minutes. Looks like 8 minutes and some change.
Yeah, can you see something like that? I think it's like I don't know. I can't see it.
8:54, almost 9 minutes.
Oh, wow. You got out there further than me to see that. Labrum in the gun. He's got trips right in roar, foot, and hider. There's the snap.
And he holds
Play
it. He's
action.
going to throw
Going
it.
deep to
Going way
Birchall.
deep again. Same
Birchall
thing.
again. Comes down. Did he get in?
Yeah,
Oh,
same
they're going to
play
say he
again.
come down right at the goal line. And
Oh, they're
so-
not going to give it to him, huh?
Nope, they're not going to give it to him. His rear end landed.
Wagner
at the 1.
I guess that's Chasey Wagner. Chasing him all the way up there to the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
See what this red line defense can do.
Watching the replay on that one.
You want to throw the red flag?
No.
Looking for a better spot?
I couldn't tell. You know what? The official's down there. He sees a good view of it.
He does, and
He
we
does
got
the
a
best
good
job.
officiating crew
Doing
here
the
tonight.
best job they can. If you can do better, you get out there, right? That's what I always say. Labrum in the gun. And he'll
he's
just
gonna
keep
run
it,
this one,
and he's in
and
easy.
just sneak right back in.
Untouched across the goal line. I think that was Jaden Horrocks that reached out and grabbed him as he came into the end zone. But the Cougars on the board, 13-0. Cougars on top. Here with just a little over 8 minutes to go in the
Let's
second
see
quarter.
how they do again on this one. The last extra point was nearly perfect.
It was kind of a line drive, wasn't it? Like
It just went through the uprights and
Low.
Good height, good catch, good spot, good kick.
There's the hold by.
Same again, a little better kick this time,
Yeah,
though.
but who was that came in, almost blocked that? Was that Horrocks?
No, I think
That's
that
26.
was Shope, was it? Oh, was it 26?
26 is with Dylan Swift, and he was swift in that. Coming in. But Nebercrew with the hold, and the kick by Miles is good. 14-0 for the Cougars. Zions Banks wants Zions Bank. Why did I tongue twist that? They want to help you make a financial touchdown. As remember, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. More at zionsbank.com.
You know, Zions is a newer sponsor of ours, so that might be why you're tongue twisted there. But they're a great banking facility.
I used
they got
to
three locations
work
in the
for
basin.
Zions.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. Good times.
And good for them.
Good for them. Yeah, back to receive for the Utes.
Spencer
and Anderson, isn't it?
Yep, Riggs is out there.
And so the Cougars on top, 14-0 here in the second quarter. Tanner Miles to kick.
Looking for some lightning here out of the Utes.
Oh, it's like lightning. What? Where? No.
Little lightning out of this. You know, something needs to happen in their direction right now.
Miles, a nice line drive as Anderson's going to take this one about the 8.
And Anderson did a great job of stepping back and then running in to catch the ball so that he had a good head of speed about him, and he got.
Oh, he got up to the 29-yard line. Yeah.
So
20-yard.
That was done about perfect. So good for him.
Got a 21-yard return there for Anderson as the Utes offense back onto the field. So turnovers so far have hurt the Utes.
Yeah, and that's again, if they can hold those back and then maybe get one or two of their own, the Utes might make a good comeback. Dagan up and under. The whole line tight this time in the eye.
Pitch to around the left side. That's to Horrocks. Horrocks bouncing on his blockers. He's going to now come up.
Some kind of holding
flag
in the backfield for sure.
Yeah,
that's holding.
We're probably going to call that. Great work by Horrocks. Probably pick up about 6 yards, but the call is going to bring it back.
Going to go back 10.
About the line of scrimmage, and so if it's a hold, that's going to be 1st and 20 for the Utes.
And he called a hold. It was a hold.
Well, I'll tell you what, Strata Networks is happy to be the Uintah Basin's premier internet provider with speeds up to 1 gig available at nearly 6,000 locations. You can visit fiber.stratanetworks.com to see if it's available in your neighborhood.
You know, I live at the top of Dry Fork, and they provide pretty dang good service to us. Except Sunday night, everybody's on the internet, so by the time it gets to me, it's slow.
It's slowed way down.
It's up there because they provide for so many people in the basin, everybody.
4 receivers for Oaks. With a man in the backfield there with him, Horrocks lined up next to him.
Fultz, what do they got there? They're going to go back some more? Just keep marching them back. Going to be
1st
and 25?
Yeah. First and 25.
Going the wrong direction, Utes. This is sometimes when a big play really helps, though. And
Oaks is the one to do it, too.
And I think that, it's going to take a little bit of an individual effort to get these Utes going right now. I've noticed that in the past, as I've called Union's games, they'll run a big play right now, something just to get a bunch of that yardage, take that opportunity.
Well, and defensively, the Cougars in a 3-4 defense, they're expecting it coming back. Oaks throwing this over to his man, number 19 that's Carter Smith, incomplete, just overthrows him on the out pattern.
Just a little quick.
Well, and he was trying to get it out of the way of any kind of defenders in there.
Yeah, that early interception probably got him a little cautious.
So it will be 2nd and 25 now for the Utes. In a hole here on their own 14-yard line.
See if they can make something happen here. Going to go back to the shotgun.
With 4 receivers. And now it's Spencer lined up to the left side of him. There's a quick pass over to Horrocks. Horrocks making a move around the right side, breaks a tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds about the 24-yard line.
So just short of back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 12 or 13.
I'm gonna mark this one right actually at the 25. So it'll be 3rd and 14 now. Sixkiller was on the tackle there, forcing, I think he forced Horrocks out of bounds. Horrocks wasn't gonna go down.
No, he wanted to stay up. Now it was one of his best plays of the game so far. And maybe just enough to get him started. This play is the important one for certain of this half for the Utes.
Yeah, big 3rd down conversion here for the Utes with no running back up, 5 receivers. Oaks in trouble. He'll scramble, and he's just going to heave this one down to Spencer. Spencer
catches it just like we said, a big, huge play, and that's what gets you started.
You got 2 guys back there in Eldridge and also Colton Harding. Both Harding and Eldridge, not your regular guys on defense for the Utes, or for the Cougars, and they allow that one to be caught by Spencer. And it was one where Spencer just waited for it to come down.
Yeah. And
great heave by
just
Oaks.
A big heave.
Good heave by Oaks. But
and that was, it's 7 minutes, 24 seconds left.
And anyways, loving the replay there.
On the L&L Jumbotron, provided by L&L Motors.
Yeah.
And they're talking about it a little bit. That took a minute to get everybody up there.
Hey, we said they needed a big 3rd down conversion. They got it. Oaks under center.
Makes it such a fun game when they get plays
snap.
like that.
He's going to play action,
fake.
rolls right.
And he throws another big one.
Downfield, wide open.
Wide open.
Trying to get inside the 10.
Line.
That's Nebeker with the tackle. Was number 88.
Yeah, we don't have an 88 on the roster.
No, we don't have an 88.
Doggone it. Let's see if I have one.
Maybe I got one here. I don't have an 88 here either.
We got no 88. It's a mystery.
What'd they say? I think they said his name. I missed it. Well, regardless, number 88. Excellent play.
Good catch, good play.
Wide open. A good play, good call by the Utes offensive.
Yeah, just going at it there.
And now we got a timeout. The Cougars want to think things over. We're going to take one as well as the Cougars lead 14-0 over the Utes.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
Welcome back to Coach Belcher Stadium, home of the Utes, where the Utes are pushing back with 6 minutes and 17 seconds. The Utes are on their own 10-yard line looking to...
Oh, we can see the clock now. 6:37 is what it was.
All right.
For a second there, Oaks, the lone man in the backfield, and he's blitzed as he throws. He gets laid out by Harding.
I think that he decides to throw that looking for a pass interference because his man wasn't even turned looking at him. Just hoping he'll turn around right then.
Just hoping something would happen. Let's watch on the L&L Jumbotron. There's the hit.
And he never he turns late and the ball's over his head.
Yep.
It needed to come hit him right in the
Intended
right in the
for
back.
Riggs Anderson, Braden Eberker on the coverage. And so now it will be 2nd and goal for the Utes on their own, or on the Cougar 9-yard line. Utes threatening to score here. Down 14-0.
Up
Oaks
and
under center. Yeah.
There you go.
High formation as he gives to Horrocks. Horrocks popping it outside. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, nothing more. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 9.
And he was wanting all of that, wasn't he?
Well, you know, Horrocks did a really good job continuing to kind of be shifty. He's very shifty as a back.
And here the Utes go. This is another important 3rd down for them. You know, they got big yardage. That, you know, what were they? 1st and 25 yards. Clear back in the Union half of the field.
Heave by Oaks to Spencer.
And then another big one to number 88. And here we are.
So I formation, Oaks, play action, and he gets sacked by Colby. Hyder comes in.
Nobody touches him.
Unblocked.
Hyder comes in unfeathered.
Colby Hyder, one of the big guys for Union on defense, comes in unblocked. Nobody even touches him, and he gets Oaks on the blind side. Oaks going, hey, come on, guys. Where's my blocking?
Yeah, somebody's got to block that for me.
You gotta step up and get that guy. That just can't happen. At least hit him. At least slow him down.
Looks like they're going to have Isaiah go ahead and try for a field goal here.
Well, and that's definitely...
No, that's not Isaiah. Isaiah's the holder. Christofferson.
Yeah, 4th and goal from the 17. And this one's going to be blocked. The Cougars will get a hold of it. That's Barnes. Henry Barnes coming downfield. He's across 20, the 30.
And
pushed
he gets
out of
taken
bounds.
down.
And the Union Cougars fired up, leading 14-0 with just over 4 minutes left to go. They blocked this field goal as you watch this one. Right at the line of scrimmage, way up in the air. Barnes gets underneath it and then makes a nice little run back, following his blockers too. Great blocking out there in front for the Cougars. And so they will start on their own 38. 4:50 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. As you can see the score there. Cougars leading 14-0.
And here they come back again. Starting on their own 38-yard line.
Gonna go with 5 receivers. So Labrum will be all alone in the backfield as he brings a man in motion. And Burchell, he fakes it to Burchell, and now he's gonna follow his blockers upfield. He'll pick up a few.
Quite a few. Looked like he got maybe 7 on that one.
So it will be 2nd and 4 now for the Cougars.
6.
Just a fake.
Just a little 6-yard run, spin around, kind of got all of it.
Fakes it to, I think that was Burchell, and keeps it himself. So again, 5 receivers. Loney Latui, the center there for the Cougars. There's the snap.
And there comes some pressure.
And Labrum's going to get into trouble, and there comes a flag.
And
2
flags
flags
everywhere. Not sure what was being called there.
You think that's going to be a hold?
Likely it's a hold just based on where it is.
I see one official marking hold, and that's going to be about the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to make it 2nd and 10 for the Cougars, or 20, sorry, for the Cougars. It is going to be a hold.
Yep.
So Cougars marching and then a hold. Penalty kills a drive, John.
Yeah, that backing you up so you're at a 20-yard disadvantage. And they gave up.
It hurts.
Gave up about 15 on that one.
Definitely hurts. Utah State University, Uintah Basin, they offer a wide variety of associate, bachelor's, master's, and doctorate degrees. Students can get the degree they need to land the job they want. You can earn a degree in business, education, nursing, natural resources, science, and many other areas of study. Just give them a call, 722-1700, or you can go online as this one.
Big sweep around, and the Utes force him out of bounds.
Well, they get a big chunk back, so it's going to be about 3rd and 11. Is that about right? Am I
3rd and
right?
12, 3rd and 11, something like that.
Somewhere in there. Get a chunk back, and now you go downfield.
So both teams competing, starting to battle. And I can't tell, looks like 3:44 left in the half.
As Labrum in the gun, trips left. Eldridge goes to the left side. There's the snap. He's going to roll left. He's got the blocking out in front as the pass intended for Hyder over his head, incomplete.
And that one's that scary one, like the first play for the Utes, where it just goes through his hands, and you know, nobody's there to pick up the junk, but a little scary.
Cougars will bring on their punting team.
Ashley Regional welcomes Dr. Tyler Moore, orthopedic surgeon. Dr. Moore did an additional fellowship, year-long special training in sports medicine. Began seeing patients this week.
Foot will kick back to, I think that's
Foot's
Anderson
use his
and
foot to
Spencer. Gonna bounce about the 36 and out of bounds about the 30. And so the Utes will take over at their own 29. They're gonna mark it at the 29-yard line. Again, under 4 minutes left to play here in the first half. And the Cougars lead 14-0, but Utes see if they can do something about it before halftime.
Yeah, this is a crucial moment to see if they can't get some points on the board.
Something right.
Something going their direction.
Special thanks to United Express, operated by SkyWest, for sponsoring tonight's live coverage. You can book your flight from Vernal to Denver and beyond at united.com. Have you flown with them?
I have not. I got one of my employees going to Denver in a week or two. Watch a baseball game, and he said it was only $110.
Dagan with 5 receivers. All alone in the backfield. He'll drop back to throw. He's in trouble. He's going to scramble right. Now he goes downfield. And
he finds a would-be receiver.
Brought down by Foot. I can't see who the receiver was. Oh, that's Riggs Anderson.
Riggs Anderson. And just a guy he's going to trust, you know.
Well, and we've
Riggs
said his
solid.
name a lot tonight, both offense and defense.
Yeah, he's in on everything. He's a kid that gets in on tackles, someone you're confident to throw to.
Well, and
just what the Utes need, another big play.
Yeah, Utes want to try and score at least something before halftime. Down 14-0. Doing something.
In a Basin Bowl where you're pretty equally matched, being down 14-0 feels like a lot. 14-7 wouldn't feel so bad at the end of half.
So
they got 11 on there.
Comes back on out on. Oaks under center. 2 halfbacks behind him as Oaks will drop back to throw. He gets hit immediately. Almost picked off Barnes there. Gets a hand on it. Intended
Dagan
for
got punished
choke.
right there.
That is twice that we've seen him just get leveled.
With guys that aren't even getting touched.
And that's not even including the one that he got sacked on. The sack wasn't too bad. Those other two.
Yeah, they got to fix that. That's something that coach has to talk about at halftime. They can't let him get hit like that.
You got to pick up that.
Somebody's got to be there for him.
You never want an unblocked guy coming through and hitting your quarterback. As Oaks will go with, again, 5
They leave him out there. They figured Dagan's a pretty tough kid, I guess.
He is a tough kid. There's a snap, quick release.
And
crossed.
Again, same thing. They just let the guy come in and don't look back for the ball. They gotta work that out. So we're just throwing the ball into the ground for a minute. We got 3rd and 10 yards.
Pass was intended for number 88, but we don't have his information. We don't know who he is. We don't know who he is.
He's 88.
He's 88.
Played pretty good so far tonight.
Hey, Ute Tribal Enterprises, enjoy cosmic bowling at their Ute Lanes Family Fun Center, the only bowling center in the Basin. Have you been there?
Yes, I have. No, I actually haven't. I just have a lot of kids that have told me about it, so I feel like I've been there.
It is actually
what happened to the
really nice, good food, as Oaks, the only man, and he releases this to Spencer. Spencer out the
little
flat.
juke, and out he goes.
He's got
and
some
he gets
speed.
some extra yards.
That is Dietz that brings him out of the bounds. the sophomore for the Cougars.
Just stood up the 2 tacklers and then ran around him on the left.
Oh, he was just a little juke move around Barnes, and who was the other player here? We're going to watch this on the replay screen.
On the L&L motor replay on the L&L Jumbotron.
Oh, that was Hyder and Barnes.
he just...
Well, look at him start to get some...
Just a little cheeky
some
on that
distance, too. He used his speed.
Good thing the safety was there, or he goes down for a touchdown.
Yeah, Dietz, the sophomore, back there for the Cougars, along with Hyder.
Dagan Oaks feeling pretty good about this. Again, he's going to go 5 wide and solo in the back.
Definitely, I would.
I'm going to run this one.
As he gets blitzers, he could quickly release this to Spencer. Incomplete pass. Spencer unable to go. That was
just a
foot.
hair out in front of him.
Foot on the defense. So just over 2 minutes to go as the Cougars lead 14-0. Utes.
And a good use of the clock, you know, not running much clock when they throw these balls.
Little substitution here. Anderson coming in with the call. He whispered that. Did you notice that? He put his hand up to his whispering.
His whisper motion.
Whispering that to Oaks. Oaks again with 5 receivers. On second down. He's in trouble. Lincoln Labrum coming in, and that is
and just silly.
Clark.
He's got to get rid of it, or he's got to run earlier.
That was Clark with the tackle. Dalton Clark that ends up getting him, but it was Labrum that pushed him into Clark. And so big sack there by the Cougars makes it a 3rd and long. I don't even know what that is. 3rd and what, 18?
Not quite. 3rd and about 6.
What, 3rd and 6? 16?
Yeah. You said 18 and I meant 16. I'm pretty good with my calculator. But I only have 10 fingers, so when you get above that, it's a little challenging.
Everything else about that is impossible. As Oaks in the backfield again. Quick release across the middle. Nice catch.
That looked like Connor to me. Yeah, it was.
That was Connor Henderson down to the 15-yard
like
line.
They're going to get their first down on that one, or close?
They're going to be a few yards away from it, but it's going to be 4th, and I imagine they'll just go for it here.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Well, your last field goal got blocked.
You got 2 yards you got to make up.
2 yards, you go Dagan all alone in the backfield.
Dagan all alone and just throw it to the end zone. Get your points right away.
As coach is listening to us.
Minute 16.
Nope, never mind. Spencer's going to come back there. He's like, hey, come back and just block for me just a little bit. Will you hit somebody? Hit somebody. As Cougars do blitz, and it is Colby Hyder that comes in untouched.
Oh, and he gets grabbed, and they definitely get a pass interference just right at the 1 yard line,
well,
maybe 2 yard line.
Oaks got laid out again in the backfield by Hyder.
Yeah, they got to quit letting him get laid out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to see the replay on that.
Here we go on the L&L Motor replay.
There's the pass.
And he just gets his arm grabbed and knocked down as the ball's getting there.
Looked like Labrum did kind of pull down on him.
And you see, Dagan doesn't get hammered. He just gets pushed in the back, and sometimes that just jars your back so much because you get.
Well, he got up kind of holding his throwing arm.
Looks like 1 minute and 4 seconds left.
And the Utes want a timeout with just a little over 1 minute. What did you say? 1 minute what?
4 seconds. We're
1
going to take
minute,
a quick
4 seconds.
timeout as well. We'll be right back.
As the Cougars lead 14-0.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
Welcome back to Vernal, Utah, where the Utes and the Union Cougars are battling. With the Cougars up 14-0, and the Utes right down in there with 4 attempts to score with 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the half.
Hey, you see this field. I love this field. Beautiful field. Cougars now have one of their own.
Yeah, the facility here is second to none in the state. It's one of the nicest facilities across the state of Utah, and getting better.
Pass interference call sets up this 1st and goal. Oaks is all alone, and the Cougars just blitzing him. It's finally going to be Briggs Edwards that brings him down in the backfield. Nolan Bullethead joining in along with Eastern Roar.
If I'm Dagan, I yell at my players. That's just, and what are they doing? They're killing him.
There's no blocking. But you have to remember, Coach Peterson did mention this is a new offensive line. And this is what you're going to see with a new offensive line against a decent defense.
Well, they better figure it out soon, or Dagan's going to have to sit out a few plays.
Yeah, another tough one there.
Trying to get 12 in there as they rush, looked like Horrocks off.
So 20 seconds left to go in the game, or in the first half. He's going to bring Spencer back there.
Going to throw this one.
2nd and goal, and again he's blitzed, and it's Hyder again. Another. I don't know how many times he's hit the turf, but he is really slow in getting up right here.
Well, and the Cougars just don't give a crap anymore. They know that they're just going to be let through, and there's
blocking is
somebody's got to try to put a hit on him. You know, let the lineman stay there and just go get the other guy. Let a lineman try to come. He's not as fast.
Right. If I'm Dagan, I'm like, I don't care who you stop, but you better stop number 16. Do not let him through again. As Oaks, and he's blitzed. He throws across the middle. Incomplete pass, and there comes the flag.
Pass interference again. Tackled him before the ball got there.
Burchell reaching across the offensive guy. Maybe we'll see that
one. L&L replay here. You'll see us.
I don't know if we're going to be able to see the.
I think you will. You'll see it as it gets there. See how he just tackles him.
Well, but that could be an attempt for the ball too at the same time.
It wasn't. Live, you could tell.
And so a pass interference against the Cougars again gives them a 1st down.
Just kind of ran into him, you know. And I don't know if that's the offensive player going, "Hey, I got a guy on my back. I'll slow up a little." And
well, either that or you just fall to the ground going for the ball and hope for the play.
Yeah.
Hope for the
as soon as he touches you.
Well, regardless.
So it looks like the Utes are going to have one more shot at it with 8 seconds left, maybe 2 if they pass quick, and they're pretty quick
back
passing.
to what is it, a 10-yard penalty? It's a 10-yard penalty, so it'll remain 3rd down.
3rd down about the 10-yard line.
And now we have what? A timeout?
Timeout.
The Cougars. As the Cougars lead 14-0, 8 seconds left to go here in the first half. We're back after this quick break.
I decided to attend UNSU Uintah Basin because I could stay here and keep doing what I was doing and be around my family and still be able to get the degree that I wanted.
It was important for me to stay in Vernal while taking classes and getting my degree because this is where my family is at.
It's such a great opportunity that we have here in the Uintah Basin. There's great scholarships, there's great programs, it's such an amazing campus. The instructors care about you, and having that degree has opened so many doors. It's just an opportunity you don't want to pass up.
Welcome back to Coach Belcher Stadium, where the Utes have 1, maybe 2 more tries to get in the end zone. With Dagan, he's going to leave Spencer back there to maybe block. And I swear, when Spencer's back there, he just goes away and doesn't block anyway. Dagan's just supposed to get rid of it quick.
As he releases
he does.
Oh. Way overthrown, and so incomplete pass with 4 seconds. You said it. They're going to have 2 plays here. They'll have 1 more play.
I'd run the same play, same exact play. Just do it again. Everybody knows what's going on, and just outperform the defense.
So on 4th down, 4 seconds, end of the first half. The Cougars lead 14-0. A lot of 4s in there.
Yeah, and you know, if they run the same exact play and go to second option maybe, but there's no point in not throwing this ball into the end zone this time.
He's going to leave Spencer back there to block for him. As Oaks again in the gun. He's got trips right. The lone man Shope on the left side, the near side, I guess I should say, as Dagan will take this one.
And the whistle blows, false start, illegal motion, something.
Is that what it was? Well, that hurts because instead of now 9 yards, now it's going to be like 14 for the Utes.
Dagan throws better from 14.
Does he?
At least that's what they'll tell you.
Well, he's got 2 seconds to do it.
Well, if it's false start, she'll just go back to 4 seconds. So.
4 seconds to do it.
So I'm not sure what.
We're back to the
I'm
fours.
not sure what the official time is. But.
4th down, 4 seconds. Down by 14. Cougars leading this contest, looking to lead 14-0 at the half.
With number 4, Gavin Shope.
Oh yeah, with
the back.
Just keep the 4s coming. Good crowd tonight by both sides. If you can see the Union crowd and the Uintah. Of course, you can see the Uintah crowd. But good crowd on both sides.
Well, and here we go. This is kind of an important one for both teams.
Well, it's a momentum. It's a momentum builder as Dagan rolling, knocked out by Caden Hyder, and that is going to be the half as the Cougars lead 14-0, 14-0 over the Utes at halftime.
You know, and you didn't see this, but I don't know if the L&L replay got it or not. You see after the play, number 1, who's number 1?
Caden Hyder.
Caden Hyder. Hyder is just kind of taunting, and the official comes in there. You see it. No. And, you know, no harm, no foul. Let's go to halftime. Well taken care of by the officials.
Hey, good times, and hey, we have to thank all of our sponsors for giving us this opportunity to, of course, bring you high school sports. Strata Networks United, operated by SkyWest. You got Utah State University, Ute Tribal Enterprises, Zions Bank, Ashley Regional Medical Center, Jones Paint and Glass, L&L Motor, and Moon Lake. Big thanks to all of them.
One more big thanks to L&L for the Jumbotron.
Yes, the big thanks to, and of course, Media 6.
Media 6. Hey, we'll be right back with a few commentations on the
we'll talk here in just a little bit. We're going to go to a quick halftime.
Hey you! It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
This is Zaylee Ann. She was born on May 24th, 7 pounds even. The first time I saw Zaylee, you know, you hear of it being love at first sight, but she looked up at me and it was like, there's my daughter. Where have you been all my life? I've missed you. When you're having a baby, you have a lot of questions, and it's not just you that's involved, it's your child also. And from a mother's standpoint, you care a lot about that person inside of you. And you care about yourself too, and you want to make sure that you can make the best decisions for your family. As women, we want to be heard. It's our bodies. We're going through something pretty important, and knowing that the medical team that would be helping me would be very competent, that was important. They offered me their advice and told me exactly what my options were and let me make an educated decision, and I think that's really important. And when I delivered, all of them, every single person that I had come in, very friendly. They all just wanted me to have the best possible outcome that I could.
Next up, we have a beach ball game sponsored by the Soda Shack.
By fixing it the first time, we show our customers that we care. I'm Rico. I'm a technician at L&L Motor. I've been in the automotive industry for 7 years.
I'm Amanda Kazik. I work here at the parts department at L&L.
I like being a technician. Every day is a new day, and it's cool to see a concern and be able to fix it.
They're kind of like my family, so they've really taken care of me and given me a ton of opportunities.
We value the Fix It Right First program. Try to go the extra mile for the customer.
Moon Lake Electric was organized in 1938 as a rural electric cooperative by residents of northeastern Utah. We are proud to support the television coverage of Uintah Basin High School sports.
When you need windows, doors, bathroom glass, or paint, Jones Paint and Glass can help. With over 80 years in the industry, we're Utah's go-to expert for paint and glass. We offer beautiful, energy-efficient Jones Paint and Glass windows, as well as Anderson and Marvin windows and doors. We also offer top paints like Benjamin Moore and PPG Pittsburgh paints. Whether you're remodeling or building from scratch, Jones Paint and Glass has you covered.
When you hear the crash.
Great food begins with great ingredients. We've grown our produce department with more prepared fruits and vegetables for the entire family. We've recently expanded our offerings, so come in and experience the fun, the excitement, and taste the difference.
Please welcome the UHS cheerleaders to the field. Tonight, cheer will be performing a hip-hop routine. We would also like to thank Basin I&E, Naples.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
I decided to attend UNSU Uintah Basin because I could stay here and keep doing what I was doing and be around my family and still be able to get the degree that I wanted.
It was important for me to stay in Vernal while taking classes and getting my degree because this is where my family is at.
Such a great opportunity that we have here in the Uintah Basin. There's great scholarships, there's great programs, it's such an amazing campus. The instructors care about you, and having that degree has opened so many doors. It's just an opportunity you don't want to pass up.
It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
This is Zaylee Ann. She was born on May 24th, 7 pounds even. The first time I saw Zaylee, you know, you hear of it being love at first sight, but she looked up at me and it was like, there's my daughter. Where have you been all my life? I've missed you. When you're having a baby, you have a lot of questions, and it's not just you that's involved, it's your child also. And from a mother's standpoint, you care a lot about that person inside of you. And you care about yourself too, and you want to make sure that you can make the best decisions for your family. As women, we want to be heard. It's our bodies. We're going through something pretty important, and knowing that the medical team that would be helping me would be very competent, that was important. They offered me their advice and told me exactly what my options were and let me make an educated decision, and I think that's really important. And when I delivered, all of them, every single person that I had come in, very friendly. They all just wanted me to have the best possible outcome that I could.
Attention Vernal City and surrounding areas. We would like to invite you to the 5th annual Vernal City Recovery Weekend.
This is all part of the National Recovery Month. Please join us for the 5th annual Vernal City Recovery Walk, Saturday, September 9th in Vernal.
Well, here we go with the second half of the Basin Bowl, where the Union Cougars lead 14-0 here at the Coach Belcher Stadium. Utes will be receiving and Cougars will be kicking off.
And John Nurden, Mark Winterton, this has been an exciting one in the first half.
It has been a pretty good game. Lots of good offense. A little tough to complete down at the end for the Utes.
Some turnovers, I think. Turnovers by the Utes have hurt them, and that's really why they didn't score. They got down there at the goal line, or close, inside the 10, and couldn't convert. The Cougars' defense just went to a all blitz.
And it shifted momentum for a little while, too. Yeah. The momentum went all Cougar ball.
Well, the Utes are going to receive it to start this first half or second half action, and I'd like to see what they've done different at halftime. What Coach Peterson has told his guys, figuring out you got to pick up those blitzers.
As the kick goes by Miles. Anderson.
Anderson will take this one about
and he
the
just
10.
goes. When he gets it, he just head down and goes.
Finds a little bit of an opening there, and he lost the ball. He fumbled it. I think Uintah got it back. And so they'll take over on their own 34-yard line. A scary one, right?
That's scary, yeah. You don't want to start the first play of the second half the same way you started the first play of the first half.
Yeah, and Colby Hyder coming out of there as they kind of come back around. He was big in the first half, putting a lot of pressure on Oaks. Oaks can't do it alone, and he needs his offensive line to do something. Do something, John.
Let's see what they did on the offensive line halftime speech. That's where they had to spend their time.
Well, Oaks is going to go under center, and so it looks like maybe the Utes will come out with a little play action, maybe a little run. We'll see. I formation. He'll give it to his Andrew Henderson right up the middle, and it's Briggs Edwards. Oh my God. Briggs Edwards and Bullethead. Nolan Bullethead.
And Connor just gets -1, just plowed. And, you know, as soon as he touches the ball, comes right into a pile of
Briggs Anderson, one of the captains for the Cougars, and Bullethead, a wrestler for the Union team.
Where do they get these crazy names?
I don't know. I love that name. What are you talking about?
I do
too, giving it to Horrocks. Nice little off tackle move, and Lathan six-killer falls off.
There you go with another one.
Did you see how Horrocks shook him?
He did, and then he spun and got a few more yards. So Horrocks picking up.
You don't like the name Six-Killer?
I love it. It must be the tribe must have.
Well, let's watch this little replay as he comes out. Six-Killer gets a hold of him. He spins off. A nice little spin there by Horrocks, and picks up decent yardage. It's going to make it third and a respectable 4.
Like, where does that come from? I mean, it's just unique as can be. That 6-gun.
That's got to be. Well, it's got to be a tribal deal. Didn't you ever see Dances with Wolves?
Yeah, absolutely.
Stands with the fist.
No, I love it.
I mean, if someone was out there with that. Oaks, quick
drop. Step.
Yeah, and he gets the first.
I mean, that's just a route. And you see Gavin Shope on this other side. Doesn't even move, just lets it happen on the other side.
Well, he goes back to his main man, to Anderson. Anderson doing big plays for the Utes all night long.
And it was one step back here you see on the replay, one step back and a throw. Wham.
A real quick out pattern to Riggs, and Riggs picks up the yardage needed, and the Utes got a first down from their own 47-yard line.
Good confidence builder.
Oaks staying under center here. Quick handoff to, that is Horrocks. Horrocks.
And Horrocks picks up half of it.
Well, he got some good yardage there as Hyder got a ankle tackle.
One of our great sponsors, Jones Paint and Glass, sells high-quality paint with thousands of colors to choose from. The interactive color workstation can help you find the right color for your project. Jones Paint and Glass, founded in 1938, celebrating their 80th year in business. Go down there and see if you can find some color you like and get some paint down on the house.
All right, so Oaks again going to go under center, 2 backs behind him. And he'll give again to Horrocks. Horrocks going up the middle. He'll pick up a couple yards before he's
a healthy dose of Horrocks
held
right
up.
now.
Cougars are going to sub out their defensive line with some fresh guys.
Coach must have said, here's what I'm seeing.
We need some, yeah, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I want you guys to go in and do. And so they pull out the whole,
I'd have thought he'd have grabbed
4.
those 4 and told them something else.
Well, you know, and the 4 they put in for the Cougars, those aren't, they ain't any slouches. There's some good kids in there. I saw Lonnie Latui amongst them.
Again, up
Kobe
and under.
Gurr. I formation, Oaks, a quick pass, and we got a false start against the Utes.
Just too quick.
Getting momentum and then a penalty.
It just kills you.
It hurts. As that'll make
3rd
it.
and 5 goes to 3rd and 15.
3rd
3rd and 10. 9, 8.5.
Something like that. 9.5, 9 3/4. Zions Bank, you can avoid financial fumbles when you choose Zions Bank. Just visit Zions Bank's local financial center or online at zionsbank.com. Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business.
Well, the Utes are have had the ball for a few minutes here. Nice to keep some possession.
I formation as Dagan will take a big drop back. Now throws. Good defense there. The Cougars get a hand on it. Knock the ball away from Riggs Anderson. That was Caden Hyder on the defense. The Hyders have been huge for this Cougar defense. Usually we...
And just, again, nailed in the back.
Huge drop back there. Oh, that wasn't intended for Riggs. That was number 88, which we don't have.
Yeah, we don't know who that is, but we see him on the L&L motor replay, and we see him on the L&L Jumbotron.
So 4th and 9 for the Utes from their own 47. They're going to punt this one away. Isaiah Perez back to kick. Caden Hyder back to receive for the Cougars.
Kick formation pretty simple.
Nice
Isaiah
punt
with
there
a
by
big
Perez.
old kick.
And Hyder will call for a fair catch. He muffs it a little bit, but he gets back on it. So good play there by Hyder, heads up. And the Cougars will take over on their own 19-yard line. How about the light show during halftime? Was that not the coolest?
It's pretty amazing. The stadium here was built 5 years ago.
Had some issues with the lights?
No, just the lights have been around for a long time, so it was time to get new. But they're upgrading the baseball, softball, and soccer field on the other side here, and they're going to get turf and new.
So the Cougars to start the second half action here on offense. Labrum in the gun, 3 receivers, as he'll give to Eldridge.
Run right up
Eldridge, nice hole, and he picks up about 9 yards.
Just plows forward. I think they're going to spot it at 8.
And number 88 is Jace Anderson.
Oh, good. Someone helped us out there.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jana.
Jace Anderson on our list is number 75.
So we're going to change that to number 88.
Go ahead and just change it right now.
As Labrum in the gun.
Same play.
Nice
same
little
good
handoff,
block.
And they get the first down. So Eldridge
Same good
bounds
results.
ahead. Eldridge will get enough for the first down, and the Cougars marching. Here in the second half, third quarter. Oh, just a little over 7 minutes to play. Cougars lead 14-0 over the Utes. And the Cougars marching again. They got trips left. Lone receiver on this side is Foot. Mason Eldridge goes to the left side of Labrum. Labrum will throw a quick pass over to Hyder. Nice block by Rohr, and Hyder will pick up just a few more yards. Are they going to give him 6 yards on that?
Yeah, well, he's got half of it, so I don't know if they gave him 3 or 4.
I think he took 6 yards. No one gave him nothing. Well, the change-up on the offense for the Utes that we saw there on their first drive, coming back after the halftime, putting Dagan under center, utilizing his backs a little more, not having to rely all on himself there as 3 receivers, and they're going to give it to Eldridge around the right side. Now he turns up.
There was holding in the backfield, so it's coming back.
So Eldridge going to take this one down all the way, but it is coming all the way back. That's too bad.
So all the cheerleaders think it's going. Nobody saw the
How hard is that, though,
flags.
as a running back? You're like, we're going on.
Yeah, but there was a shirt grab, definitely a hold. Two officials saw it.
We'll see the replay
on
here.
the L&L replay, and everyone out there watching will see it on the L&L Jumbotron.
Well, a nice move by Eldridge, too, as he got the corner. And
here you see.
Watch this.
Right there, you see the shirt tug, and it's quite obvious that Connor Henderson was getting tugged.
Edwards, Brig Edwards, one of the captains and one of the big players for the Cougars. I'm sure he's kicking himself for this, but a nice little run there by Eldridge.
Yeah,
he makes a nice little cut back there and then just uses his speed.
I'm sure Sizemore's like, gosh, dang it.
Not only is that coming back, but then it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And so instead of second and four,
instead of touchdown.
Right, right. Instead of touchdown, but they went from 2nd and 4. Now it's going to be 2nd and 14.
Yeah.
Well, actually, in the spot of the foul. Sorry. So then it's 2nd and 16.
Yeah. So that was a big penalty, and I think
a 75-yard penalty, John.
I don't think so, because you feel that way because how it ends up. But you could see on the replay, the L&L Motor replay, that
made a big difference.
Connor did have a chance to slow him up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the difference. It definitely was the difference there.
And oftentimes you can't see it that clearly, and and the holding's called, and it comes back when maybe it should have, maybe it shouldn't have. But that one was pretty obvious.
No, that one's obvious. So the Cougars on 2nd and 16. Labrum in the gun. He's going to go with 3 receivers. Tight end formation with Eastern Roar there. Eldridge will come to Lincoln's left side. There's the snap, and Labrum will keep it. And a nice little move, but a nice shoestring tackle there. That was number 31 on the tackle, Garrett Wilson.
And he was just pumped. He just jumped up. Oh, yeah, I got him.
Well, he just reached up with his arm.
Somehow.
As you see this on the replay, Labrum
somehow he got him.
Labrum thought he was past him, and love that L&L replay there. And, of course, they've got the Jumbotron so that everybody in the audience can see the replay. If you want to know if that was a hold, you go back up to the Jumbotron and you go, oh, yeah, that was a hold.
And you can definitely see it.
Oh, yeah. Cougars going to go with trips right. Eldridge in the backfield still with Labrum. Labrum takes the snap. He's going to go deep.
Oh, and
got his man.
That deep has just killed the Utes. They're just getting beat
Birchall unable to get there, and the Cougars punt team will come out on the field.
Just a little long on that throw. Moon Lake Electric is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports in the Uintah Basin.
Yeah, you can see that on the replay. Birchall just not able to get to it.
Sizemore just smartly didn't foul there either. That could have easily been a worrisome pass interference. You did not want to get beat that bad.
No, and that one's going for a touchdown if he catches it. As Foot back to punt this one away.
And just a knuckleball.
A fair catch by Shope at the 35. Ends up being a decent punt still by Foot. And so the Utes offense will
just
come in.
An odd knuckleball coming there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of almost looked like it probably curved a little bit. A little over 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter as the Cougars lead 14-0.
And the Utes take over on their 36-yard line. 1st and 10.
So Utes were a little more effective, I'm going to say, on offense that time than we saw towards the end of the second half.
Especially with the up and under. They had a lot of big plays on the when they first started going to the 5 wide.
So Oaks under center, I formation. He's going to hand it to
Oh,
Spencer.
just
And
hammered.
Hyder hits him first. Dalton Clark in there.
Colby Hyder is the guy on defense. In fact, if I were to give a player of the game right now, it could be Colby. And he's just...
Defensively, he's been all over the place.
He's just stopping everything.
Look at him come up so quickly. He sees that hole, quickly moves into it.
He doesn't let him go. He just keeps on it.
He did not let him go, even though he was pushed off there at the end. He had a hold of him the whole time.
Well, here the Utes go on the left hash.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Oaks under center. Strong left, I left.
Watch for a swing to the right here.
It's a pass play. He's going to go deep to his man. And he's got
it. It's a good catch.
Nebeker, the defender, brings him down. But after a nice catch there by Shope.
Shope just happy as can be about that one. Giving some love to the crowd.
Well, a beautiful thrown ball. Let's watch this on replay. Oaks plants his foot and now throws. It's a high. That's
right
a high.
over
Just
his shoulder.
perfect fade. You know, you're running a fade route. That's where you want it. Exactly right there.
And Shope was just like, "Can't you get off me? Why you got to tackle me? Can't you let me have it?"
No
Nebeker said, "No. I gotta stop you after that catch."
Well, a perfectly thrown ball. Nebeker makes a nice play defensively to stay right on him.
You know, that's always a good
you can't defense.
tactic right there. Just tie your shoe, make the refs blow the whistle, and hold it up to play. I like it. Well,
I formation again. Oaks, again, going to go to the air. And it's same play there. Nebeker on the defense. Didn't look like anything was necessarily happening. That was Riggs Anderson. Riggs needed to almost come back for that play.
He did.
Come back for the ball.
The reason being is watch how hard the pressure comes against Dagan.
Well, in that time, notice how Dagan's almost throwing it off his back foot on that one.
Well, let's see what they come up with next. Here
2nd
on
and 10 in Cougar territory from the 31-yard line. Dagan's going to go under center again. 2 backs behind him.
4:11 left in the quarter.
What kind of a formation is that? It's not a pro set as he throws out pattern.
He keeps throwing that out pattern just a little,
I think it was intended
behind
for
him.
Carter Smith there.
And he's thrown that like 3 times, and every time it's just a little behind. I think they're just not quite connecting on this play.
It just goes way high there.
Well, I think he's nervous that he's going to get it picked.
Well, and it was a well placed pass.
It's either we're catching it or nobody's catching it.
In that sense, right? In that sense. A little high though. Could have been a little lower.
Yeah, if he throws that at his knees and he has to come back and dive, he might
Oaks
get that.
under center. As he'll hand this one off to Spencer, and Spencer, boy, it's Loney Latui and Kobe Gurr team up on him. It was Loney that made the first hit in the backfield, wasn't it? Let me see. We'll watch this replay as you see Loney get in there, grab him by the shirt, bring him back. Gurr's right on top of him.
You know, and that's where the inexperience of the Utes comes in, because they should absolutely be just hammering them on that. Just coming back and blocking. And nobody's blocking, no second blocks.
4th and about
Okay, get ready. I sense something coming.
You know, you think they're going to fake it?
I don't know, but, you know, punting this seems
Well, you notice
crazy.
how Dagan's out there.
Well,
Oaks is out there.
Isaiah's the backup quarterback.
I wouldn't, yeah, but why would they bring Dagan out? Unless, athlete, I guess.
Isaiah
but he didn't look like he knew what he was doing. So that may definitely kind of gave you a thought that maybe.
That's a good kick.
That is a well placed.
And it just coming back.
if the defense, or if the team
can touch that,
the punt team can get down there and field that, yeah. You get him right there at the 10.
Well kicked. Isaiah Perez worked on that for a couple of years now, and just a good kicker.
Well, Utah State University, of course, offering a huge variety. They have options to make higher education accessible. You can get a jump start on college while in high school with concurrent enrollment, or keep your day job and earn a college degree locally. Utah State University Unibasin makes earning a college degree possible close to home. You can visit unibasin.usu.edu for more information, or call 435-722-1700 to learn more. Labram in the gun. He's got 3 receivers. Eldridge will come up to his right side. There's the snap, and it's a bobbled snap.
Oh, and the pressure is
He throws this one away.
And he does a good job. And why is there a flag? I didn't see what the flag was.
I think it may have been an out-of-bounds thing.
I can't tell.
Let's see if it was a late hit of anything.
I just don't see much here.
No. I don't know exactly what they. Oh, he's waving it off. So I'll bet you anything he called intentional grounding. One of the officials. That's my guess. I'm just throwing out a guess here, John. Intentional grounding, but then the other was like, no, there's no intentional grounding outside the box. It's good. We're good. Oh, okay. 3:16 left to go. You can see there, 14-0. Cougars second down as Labrum drops back to throw. He's got time. All the time in the world. Steps into this one over to Roar. And can't come up with that. Riggs Anderson on the defense.
Riggs just timed it, too, because Roar's going to catch that, and he was going to try to knock it out of his hands.
Let's see the replay. I couldn't see exactly where that ball went.
And you see,
love the L&L replay here.
You see Dalton Clark doing a good job of blocking for the Cougars. Oh, see him just trying to time that to come up in there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely a tough ball to catch.
Good battle for both of them. 3rd and 10. With about 3 minutes.
Yeah, just a little over 3 minutes left to go. Dual receivers to both sides. Labrum in the gun. And it's a quick pass to Hyder, just a quick slant, and he's passed the first man out close to the first down. He's not going to get it, and it's going to be 4th down for the Cougars. Do you go for it? Not 14-0, huh?
No way.
I mean, it's like 4th and a foot. Cougars are going to keep this offense out there. We're going to see where they put this.
Well, they definitely maybe set up the.
I know exactly what they're going to do.
Just set up and call a timeout.
No, they're going to try to get the defense to jump. That's 4th and 2.
And it's a young defense.
See if you can get the defense to jump. And who knows? Maybe the Cougars do go for it. They're going to go with 3 receiver set. Tight end, strong left. Eldridge also over on the left side.
No,
they're going to give to Eldridge. Eldridge cuts up. Did he get it? I don't think he got there.
He just tripped.
He's going to be short. He did. It almost like he did trip, didn't he?
He did. We'll see
here
on the
L&L
replay.
I couldn't tell if a defender got his hand on him or not. Big number 52 come in there. 50.
See, he just tripped. I don't know if anyone touched him.
And that is going to be a turnover on downs as the Utes will take over at the Cougar 28-yard line.
And the Cougars have been getting their 3 or 4 yards every time on that, so I can see going for it. But boy, that's a bad place to go for it.
It is.
That may give the Cougars just exactly what they needed.
The Utes.
The Utes, exactly what they needed. Best field position they've had.
Dagan's going to go with 5 receivers. And the Cougars see this. Let's watch, see if Colby Hyder. No blitz. There's the throw. It's caught. And a nice little
that's
pickup.
A good play.
Utes continue to, will march down the field.
Who was that to?
Number, I think it was
Horrocks?
Jaden Horrocks. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good play. So as you can see with the Horrocks transfer, that's a pretty big give that the Cougars give over to the Utes in this rivalry.
And so
they're going to throw this one to the left, and they don't go to the left very often, but Shope is getting this one in the end zone.
Is that what you see? Oaks is going to run it. And
Oaks is going to get tackled.
Just gets taken down, a loss of 1.
It's just coming in so fast.
I don't know if you were watching, but during the break they played a few commercials, and one of them was you could see that U Lanes Family Fun Center. Our listeners, if you saw it, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Ute Tribal Enterprises, fastest growing tribally owned enterprise in the state of Utah and a proud sponsor of high school sports here in the Basin. And our coverage. Oaks will go with 4 receivers. It trips right. Brings the running back there to block for him now. And he does. He gets a hold. He knocks Hyder. Now there's the throw at flag, and I'm guessing that flag is holding, which is going to hurt the Utes again.
I don't even know where it came from.
It come from over here, from this side. So as he come around, if we watch let's watch, maybe it was defensive holding.
I just don't see Nobody's blocking over there. Nobody's there. How can they hold?
That's what I was wondering. Maybe if it's defensive holding.
I don't know. I don't know what they called.
Well, they pointed at the Utes. It's going against the Utes.
Yeah, they're walking it back.
Oh, a chop block. Let's watch. I'd love to see that replay again just to see if we can
they're
see the
calling
chop
that block. Boy, that's a big, huge penalty.
Yeah, because the Utes getting inside the...
And they're calling that in the backfield.
I mean, they were, what were they, right at almost at the 20-yard line there, almost into the red zone, and it brings them back. Over 53 seconds left to go here in the third, and down 14-0 against the Cougars. No scores yet here in this second half. No score. We were 14-0 again at halftime, and we stay that. Cougars are going to go with the three-man front. Oaks in the gun. He's going to go trips left. Spencer lined up in the backfield with him. Spencer going out on a little sweep pattern. And now he'll run. Six-killer and bullet head, bringing him down. Oaks will get a few, but it's going to be fourth down now. Fourth and long.
Oaks is way slow to get up. He's not feeling good now.
Well, he's been hit all night long, and he will have to go and sit this play out, I'm guessing.
Goodness, that kid is just taking it all night long, beating.
So Perez will come in for a play.
Is it for a punt or a play?
Well, it could be for a punt in this case. I mean, you're fourth down, long.
The second string quarterback coming in, they're going to punt it. Oh, and see, the Cougars switched everybody out. This is the time. They just do it right here.
Just fake it?
Just fake it. Isaiah, little toss over here to
I don't
Riggs
know,
Anderson.
I see similar personnel
Hit Riggs
out
Anderson
there.
right now. Nope, he didn't do it.
It's a great punt, and he's just going to let this one go. It will bounce into the end zone. Yes.
Oh,
so close.
It
really
hit the
close.
line, I think.
Was that Anderson that got back there?
Yeah, that's good hustle.
You know what, Riggs Anderson he's a huge player for this Utes team.
And just barely missed getting that
Doing
one in.
everything he can to keep the Utes in the ball game. The Cougars going to take over again as they are up 14-0 with 3 seconds left to go in the third. Well, Zions Bank, of course, with 3 locations in Uintah and Duchesne counties, plus online and mobile services. Zions Bank offers convenience and stellar service. And remember, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. More at zionsbank.com.
Cougars in the shotgun.
There's the snap, and he's just going to keep this one himself. Labrum running upfield. He'll pick up pretty big yards, about 9.
The Utes need to just not give up. I mean, they're just giving up at the line of scrimmage. So many yards right off the get-go.
Hey, Strata Networks, they're excited to be hosting their 3rd annual Strata Gaming Series. Have you gone to any of those?
I haven't, but I got a son who absolutely wants to be part of it. And
He's never gone. Did he go last year?
No, he's been on a mission.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? It's actually pretty cool. But gather your friends, and you can join them for a fun-filled day of virtual reality, team tournaments, and more. Just go to Strata Gaming Series on Facebook for more info. Find out that, because Strata Networks, they do an awesome job with that. Fun time. It's at the Uintah Conference Center, and pretty cool. Also, United, operated by SkyWest. Again, you can book your flight from Vernal to Denver and beyond at united.com.
Well, so normally we take a break when it's the quarter break, but you kind of took care of those commercials for us, didn't you? So we'll stick with it here and get over to some commercials here in just a minute.
You know what?
There's the lights. I'm glad we stuck with it.
A little light show.
How cool is that?
Little light show.
The new lights here at Coach Belcher Stadium are really fun. And I'm quite certain that is
hey,
the athletic director running that.
It's 4th quarter. Momentum for both sides. Did you see Hyder? He could see the camera, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to get in front of coach's board here. Don't see what we're writing up.
Well, the Cougars have the ball. They're
just 2nd and 1.
Decent field. position.
On their own 29-yard line. They got plenty of room to work with. They're not like back up against their wall or anything as we start this fourth. As receivers for the Cougars, Hyder, Foot, and Burchell. Going to put Easton Rohr there at tight end, and Mason Eldridge in the backfield. Loney Latui, your center for the Cougars, and he's done an awesome job. He had that one little, I think it was just a hard snap that Lincoln wasn't ready for, but they're all perfect. You noticed, you watch these snaps. Perfect.
Right in there, nice and tight.
Labram's going to roll right. He's pressured by Jace Anderson. Thrown downfield by Foot.
Oh, and it's an interception. Oh, but they throw flags everywhere.
And I don't know if pass interference on who, but that is Rylan Spencer that come up with the ball. Let's watch this replay. As Labram now throws downfield, we can see as was he pushing him in the face, almost a face guard right up the first?
I don't know, but because if they don't give that, that's a horrible call.
I can't imagine
that's an absolutely horrible call.
Well, I can't imagine they're going to call that one against Spencer, or sorry, against Foot is what I meant. But I can see the face guarding at the first of the play. But they're going to call that pass interference against Spencer, and so that'll give the Cougars a first down and keep the ball in their hands.
That's a horrible call because there's just no chance. There's no play on the ball even from the Cougars. So
well, I'm not going to say call it a horrible call.
Hey, you can say whatever you want. You're a Cougar fan. I get it. I get it.
No.
That was rough. Down 14, fourth quarter.
You
get an interception.
John, I am unbiased. All I'm saying is I see the official down there, and he could see something that we couldn't from this side.
My grandma could see that it was an interception.
I'm not sure your grandma can see the field. As Labram in the gun, trips right. Eldridge is going to go to his right side. And a quick slant by Burchell. He makes a nice move, stays on his feet. And notice how he covers the ball with both arms.
Did a really good job of staying on his feet right there. Oh, that one just kills the Utes.
It does. It really does. It keeps the ball in the Cougars' hands.
And not just in their hands, but the 25-yard pickup, too.
Yeah, into Ute territory.
Something's going on. Flags everywhere.
False start against the Cougars here.
Says that it goes forward, and it goes backwards.
Yeah. Just a little 5-yard, 1st and 15.
Just a little high school football.
Nothing bad. Cougars, I wanted to mention the offensive line's been doing great for them. You got Mason McGlory out there, Brig Edwards, Loney Latui, Dalton Clark. Who did I miss? I know I missed one guy. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I got them all.
So I'm not sure if we are picking a player of the game today. We got to start thinking about that.
Well, we do mention offensively the Utes have not been able to finish, and it's been huge interruption by Colby Hyder. You totally. I think for both teams we got to pick one, John. We got to.
Well, I think Colby's definitely one of the top on my list.
I'm going to say Riggs Anderson for Uintah. Is a nice quick slant across the middle. That's Rohr.
Riggs' name nonstop. Although Dagan Oaks,
he does the best job.
Getting hammered, man.
31, that's Garrett Wilson that brings him down. But did you see, watch this hit on the LNL replay as Easton Rohr coming, flying in, and then bam, he makes a nice connection with Wilson. Getting a couple more after that collision. And the Cougars.
And everybody gets to see the LNL replay on the Jumbotron tonight.
Everybody.
Big thanks to LNL Motors.
3 receivers set.
They offer the widest scale of automotive needs under one
That's
roof.
Raiden Dietz
wheels,
around the right side, the sophomore.
etc.
And we got a holding call. Look at Dietz work.
Everything.
Oh, the holding call is going to bring that one.
Oh, and then something way late. I don't know what that was, but another flag.
Yeah, that one may be
that was a 15-yarder.
That one may be a little bit of a.
Here we see.
Look at Dietz, the sophomore, take that and just turn it on.
And then
he gets to the corner, easy, and it's the secondary that has to bring him down.
I don't know what foul's going where.
Well, I'm calling, just a guess, but more than likely it's probably going to be a hold. And then we've got a personal foul, right?
That looked like it to me as well. So I don't know. Did they just pick?
Is it offsetting?
No, I think they picked the worst.
Both of them against the Cougars. Well, that hurts. So a 15-yard penalty is what they'll take. The
15 from the spotted foul.
They'll decline the holding call.
And they'll take the
there
personal
it is.
foul.
And then they take the personal foul, 15-yard penalty. So it'll be 2nd and 14.
I don't know if you heard me, but L&L Motors, everything under one roof, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They got everything.
Et cetera.
And they do a great job. My son needed some work done on his little Ford vehicle and took it in there, and they just took care of him instantly.
So Raiden Dietz, a sophomore, lined up in the backfield with Labrum. Labrum takes the snap, and he's going to fake it to Dietz. Now he goes deep, too.
Virtual
wide open.
Because he was beat. Sizemore was like, it's not over.
Yeah. That'll be 3rd and 14. Well, I tell you what, I want to see more of Dietz. And you realize Dietz's dad was on the state championship team for the Utes here.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
22 years ago.
Has it been that long?
22 years, John.
I was recently married to my wife, and not from the Basin, but we've been married about 3 years.
23 years. Sorry, let's fix that. 23 years ago that the Utes took state. And Dietz there in the backfield. His dad was the running back for the Utes, and on that state championship team. Hyder makes the catch, picks up a couple yards is all.
And he is instantly tackled.
I don't know why you go to a play like that on 3rd down. You're not going to pick up big yardage necessarily, especially on an out pattern.
Something different, and it's maybe something they're not looking for. But Gardner said, no, we're not letting you have anything on that one.
I still just wanted to see him hand it off to Dietz.
After the big discussion.
Well, actually, I think Dietz may have played a little bit of halfback in the first game of the season for the Cougars, but he didn't play at all last game.
They're going to kick this one, looks like, definitely.
Yeah, you're up 14-0 in the 4th. There's no reason to make any kind of a...
And that is a great kick.
Yeah, it goes inside the 10-yard line.
Just runs it out of bounds.
That's what you call a coffin, corner coffin.
That was well done, well executed.
Beautiful punt by Foot. Gets it away from the receiving team and
walking off the field. Got a big high five, looked like Coach Garrett.
So from the 8-yard line, the Utes will take over.
So deep in their own territory, 9.5 minutes left.
Cougars playing
what they can do.
Cougars playing definitely a lot of young guys out there. Ryan Russell, number 4 here, this near side defensive back, just a sophomore, and then of course Raiden Dietz out there at defensive back.
And
Spencer
never hits the ground, never goes down, gets back up and picks up the first down.
What a beautiful run.
That was
Russell
that was
that brings him
heady.
down. Well, he lands on the guy. Let's watch.
Just sets right back up. There's the L&L replay. Everybody look at the Jumbotron.
Look as he spins around and just sits on the guy's chest. We'll see who that was that he sat on. That was Colby Hyder onto his chest. Didn't touch his knee?
No,
I couldn't see it from this angle.
He never did. He put his hand down.
And so then that's Ryan Russell that comes in there to try to strip the ball out, and Raiden
Dietz. That was a fun play.
The sophomores, and Carter Winterton also in there.
Well done.
So
Spencer.
First down, Dagan under center, high formation. He's going to give to Horrocks. Horrocks and Spencer are completely different runners. Spencer's that shifty. Not that Jaden isn't, but Jaden, when he hits that hole, he'll hit it hard.
And then he spins and goes, like a fullback.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, Spencer's making a play for the player of the game for the Utes. Somebody running off there.
Number 62, that's a captain. That's Captain Riley White. Dagan's going to go in the gun here. He's got 4 receivers, and
we're going to have a timeout for the Utes.
Utes want a timeout. So we're a little over 8 minutes left to go in the game. The Cougars lead 14-0.
Let's take it with them.
And
Welcome back to Coach Belcher Stadium, home of the Utes.
Coach Belcher, he coached for how many years here at Uintah?
You know, I don't know. It was before I lived here.
Come on,
Before
John.
my time, but a lot.
A lot of years. Oaks is in the gun, 2nd and 9 for the Utes from their own 31-yard line. 4 receivers. Oaks will take it left, bootleg left, throws into this one. Wide open, man, that's it, Riggs. Anderson across the 50.
Getting into Cougar territory. And a little patience there and swinging out. He had time. If Dagan gets a little time, if that offensive line, and that's one of the keys when we talked to Coach Peterson before the game, he said, you know, we got a very young, new, inexperienced offensive line, and if they give him a little time like that, he's going to do much better and have a chance to put some points on the board.
Cougars going with a 4-3 defense. Oaks again in the gun with 4 receivers, and he's going to roll right this time. As he's pressured by Loney Latu, he's going to cut and run. That's Kobe Gurr.
I guess he figures if he's going to get hit, he's going to be the hammer instead of the nail.
I think Easton Roar and Kobe Gurr both collided with each other as they both hit Oaks.
Yeah, Oaks instead of just sitting back getting hammered, he decided to be the hammer this time.
Let's watch Roar and Gurr come in here and both hit heads. Do you notice that?
Oh, that's not good.
And Roar was a little bit slower to get up. It spun him around a little bit.
Hopefully he's all right. Pretty tough kid.
4-yard run there for Oaks. It's 2nd and 6. A little over 7 minutes to go here in the game. Cougars lead 14-0 as Oaks with 4 receivers. I think that's Spencer in the backfield with him. He's going to give to Spencer.
Spencer's going
to get lots of yardage.
Lose 3 yards, maybe 4.
Well, again, Hyder and Mason McGlory in on the tackle.
Brought down by Colby Hyder.
Colby Hyder again.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's made all the difference. You know, of course, the points on the board, but every time the Cougars have had a chance, every time they get a little momentum, he just shuts them down.
Do you love it when you go to a visiting, you guess you don't necessarily go to visiting, you go to a visitors field and the announcer just completely butchers your guy's last name. He kind of did that with McGlory there. I think it was pronounced McGory. As Oaks in the gun.
McGlory's here in town, so.
Almost picked by Russell, but a nice catch by Horrocks.
Horrocks
Good
does
concentration.
a great job to receive that ball and then get some yardage after the catch, too.
Well, and that's a young defender. He wants the interception. Great coverage, but you got to come in there and keep a hold of your defender. Look, he thought he had that.
Yeah, he thought he was taking
Come
an
in front of it,
interception.
and Horrocks keeps the concentration, getting the first down, and the Utes continue to march.
Horrocks thought he was stiff-arming somebody, and he got tackled from behind, unknown. So what do the Utes have coming now? They got to have a little something special here. Getting down in here.
Well, you're with
time winding down.
Yeah, just a little over 5 minutes left to go as Oaks going to pitch it to Spencer around the left side.
Spencer gets back to
maybe get a yard.
Scrimmage,
Oh, they're going to give him. Oh, they're going to give him up to about a 2-yard gain.
Oh, geez.
I think that was a little generous.
Well, we'll see here on the LNL replay.
Let's watch it if he got across that. Because I didn't think he even crossed the 30.
He didn't even come close to crossing it. Give him a yard past it.
A little generous, that's okay. As again, it's Hyder and Aurora that come in.
Little home cooking here at Coach Belcher Stadium.
2nd and 8.
Yeah, easy to do after they took away his 40-yard interception.
Right, John. Dagan Oaks with 5 receivers. He's in trouble.
That's
It's
5
Mike and
rushers.
Labram. He's just going to throw this one away.
Almost all the way away. It was
Almost.
very close to an interception.
Whew, almost intercepted. He was in trouble.
He was, and he didn't want to lose all that yardage. That was smart.
That's Derek Tenney that get up, just limping just a little bit there, number 55. It'll be 3rd and 8 now for the Utes from the Cougar 29-yard line. Trying to score for the first time today. Jaden Horrocks out there. He was a Cougar last year, but he has been a big man for the Utes this game and will continue through the season. As the Utes go with a 5-receiver set, more like a 4-receiver and a slot back. As this passes over to Horrocks. Horrocks trying to find some room
and
upfield.
He got a little bit of room. Oh, and he got knocked down. But
another hit by Hyder.
But I believe he got a first down.
Yeah, there were some words there. Did you notice how Hyder and Horrocks both kind of, hey.
Brought down by Colby Hyder.
How do you like me now?
How do you, let's watch Hyder on this. Comes flying in. Just lowers it.
Hammers him.
But a first down for the Utes. And they'll continue to march now at the 20-yard line. We'll call that inside the red zone. Here, Dagan's going to go back under center. I formation, strong left. And he'll pass this one across the middle, and Horrocks looking for it.
Horrocks is lost. Where's
Didn't
the ball?
see anything. Coverage by
That's just a,
Burchell.
Again, that's a zig and a zag. One guy's thinking one thing, another guy's thinking something else as they talk it over.
Did you see that? A little talk there by Horrocks and Hyder. They slapped Hyder on the rear end. I'm pretty sure that was just a little.
They're just going at it.
Yeah, you know, it's just some fun banter is all. That's all. It's just like we do, John.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little banter. 4 minutes and 19:39.
I don't know. It's over. 4 minutes left to go.
More
As
4.5.
Oaks rolling left, throws downfield. Oh, and it is caught and dropped.
It is so close.
Barnes on the coverage, and that ball
and
goes.
Gavin Shope, I believe.
Yeah, Shope in and out of Shope's hands.
He's so disappointed he had a touchdown.
We got to watch it on the L&L replay here.
And the ball is just right where it needs to be. And it just, and he's so disappointed.
Into his hands.
Normally
and he
catches that ball.
So that'll bring it up, is this third down?
We are at third down, it looks like.
So third and 10 from the Cougar 20. Oaks is gonna go in the gun. 3 receivers, a slot back here. And then Spencer lined up in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, he's gonna now roll left. He looks downfield, throwing.
Penalties
knocked down
everywhere.
by Barnes.
The penalty in the back, yanking a mask off, and then.
Oh, we got 2 penalties, don't we?
I think it was pass interference as well.
All right, let's watch this replay and see if we see any.
I mean, that's a penalty. He's just face masking him and then bashing into his head.
I thought he was just pushing into him and the helmet come off. You got to strap him on, John.
He had his hand up in his chin.
And that was Riggs Anderson, the intended receiver.
So I'm not sure what they call it. If they call it pass interference.
Well, so potentially both could be going against the Cougars here.
Both could be 15-yarders, so the Utes could be 5 and goal.
Unless for some reason the one in the backfield was a holding, and then they would just cancel them out.
It was the face mask. They're just deciding how to enforce what they're enforcing.
Well, you're going to be at the 10. It's going to be half the distance to the goal.
Well, they're figuring it out. Big thanks to some of our sponsors: Ashley Regional Medical Center, Jones Pane Glass, L&L Motors, Moon Lake Electric, Ute Tribal Enterprises, Zions Bank, Utah State University, United, operated by SkyWest and Strata Networks.
Always nice to be able to sit home and watch the game when you live in like New York or somewhere, right?
You know,
you can watch the game from anywhere, John.
You can. We've had people from all over the world watching the games. You know, when you're related to some of these kids, it's really fun to have that opportunity. Offsetting.
I was waiting to.
No, then they got another one. So not really sure.
No, not offsetting. So they declined the first one and took the second one, and I'm guessing it's just half the distance to the goal. So we'll put them at the 10. Regardless, either way, it's going to go to the 10-yard line. So don't know if that gives them a first. We're going to be just a yard short,
like it, yeah.
a foot short.
No, they're giving them a
automatic first down.
Yeah.
So it'll be first and goal.
On the 10.
First and goal for the Utes. We saw this to end the first half.
So the Utes need to punch one through right here and see if they can't get the ball back and get another one.
Oaks under center. I formation, drops back to throw, and he's in trouble. It's Hyder. He gets out of it, does he?
How in the heck?
And now he's going to get brought down. There is a flag.
And is it holding late? I mean, what is possibly the penalty right there?
I don't know. That's a good question. I saw
late.
I saw.
Here you can see on the L&L replay.
See if they get
Everybody
a hold of his.
coming in.
See if they get a hold of his. Yeah, it is a holding against Uintah. Yeah, I didn't see any face mask or anything like that. That was Loney Latui that grabbed a hold of his shirt and slowed him down.
Without that, he probably goes in for something, and then there's no penalty because the penalty came after that. Goodness.
And so, Cougar defense continues to be tough, and just hurry Dagan Oaks. Oaks not having a whole lot of time or anything back there.
You know, and he just stays with it long enough to get a penalty. So now they're 25 yards and goal.
Put a team out there long enough, there's going to be some sort of penalty, is what you're saying? So first and goal from the Union 25-yard line. Oaks under center, drops back to throw. Has to, and there's four defenders.
Just gets pummeled.
So this defensive line has been too much for the Utes to handle. Lincoln Labrum, Colby Hyder, and Nolan Bullethead all in there.
And you have an experienced defensive line and an inexperienced offensive line, and it's just a tough battle for the Utes.
I don't know who got to him first either. Because again,
it was a gang tackle.
I mean,
a gang sack.
Hyder's been getting to him all day long.
Yeah, Hyder's the guy.
Cougars are going to go with a three-man front here.
That's Colby Hyder.
Oaks is going to go under center, I formation.
Yeah, what else are you going to do but throw this long? Go to the end zone 3 times in a row right here.
So he goes I right. And he likes the drop back. It stopped him from getting sacked as much, I believe, as there's a little string play to Horrocks.
And it's just, it doesn't get him anything. They got to go longer than that.
They got a few, John.
No.
Nolan Bullethead with the tackle.
It doesn't count. They're like 26 or 7 yards away. 27 yards away, they got to throw the ball. You can't throw it at the line of scrimmage. No
well,
point.
And with only 2 minutes left to play, the Cougars holding the Utes scoreless so far. Utes got 2. Well, and after this, the Cougars almost could, I don't know how many timeouts the Utes have, but the Cougars, if the Cougars get the ball back, they can just run the clock out.
They've got to score right here, a touchdown, and then they got to get the ball back.
As Oaks in the gun, throws across the middle, and it's intended for Anderson. Anderson can't come up with it. Incomplete.
They got to throw the same thing again, see if they can get a touchdown.
Same thing again, 4th down.
4th down and 1,000,000 yards. To the end zone they got to go.
And if they get this, the Cougars or the Utes are going to take a timeout, and you know what? We will too. We're back after this. Cougars lead 14-0.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
Welcome back to Vernal, Utah, here at Coach Belcher Stadium. The Utes down 14-0 with the ball on the 27-yard line, 27.5. 4th and goal. So this is the difference in the game. If they score here, there's a wild chance to come back. If
you got to score here, and then you kick an onside kick. Cougars going to go with a little bit of a prevent
always a
defense
chance,
here.
right? Until the clock runs out.
Right. Dagan pump fakes, now throws. There's nowhere there, and an interception. That's one where you knock that down, but I think Hyder wanted to get that and run upfield.
Yeah, that's
now the Cougars have horrible.
Yeah, they give up. That was the one thing they needed. Now they need a fumble or an interception, and pick six, something
But,
to
and
make
being
up for
that close to your own end zone, you're not going to run the clock out. You actually have to put yards.
Probably got to go up the middle a little bit.
You got to put some yards in between you and that.
Yeah, that was I mean, anything can happen in a high school
in your own end
game.
zone. So the Cougars will start on their own 6-yard line here. Just a little over 2 minutes to play. Cougars lead 14-0. And boy, an exciting game.
Yeah, just
is it what we expected?
Kind of what I expected. You know, just a defensive battle, and both teams are going to struggle this season to get points on the board, and the Cougars did it. You know, they got the points early, and they've held on to this lead. See what they do here to finish out the game with just a little over 2 minutes, 2 minutes 11 seconds left.
Cougars are going to come out with this same formation they've been running all game with that tight end, Easton Rohr there, and Labrum's going to keep it and run it right up the field.
He's going to go for the distance. He's going the whole way.
And he's going to pick up a block from Easton Rohr. He gets across the 50. Nice block from Rohr. And a foot both. And boy, there we go. 94 yards for a touchdown.
No more chance.
94 yards. The Cougars score. And they'll go and see if they can add another one on the board. So
wow, just a disappointing end for the Utes, but an unbelievable finish.
Let's watch the replay here, John.
I mean, who do you give the player of the game to now? I mean, the game was over, already up 14.
You know what?
I'm going to stick with Hyder.
I got to stick with
Colby Hyder.
Colby Hyder's been in every play.
We giving it to him? It's Colby Hyder.
I've got to give it to Colby Hyder.
But that guy right there played great.
Well, in both of those, right there. Easton Rohr down there blocking for him.
Easton played great.
We saw Easton throughout the whole defense, but it was always Hyder coming in, breaking up those plays. They sent him in a lot of stunts, and he broke up the offense against the Utes. Utes couldn't get anything going in the first half, and I felt like a lot of it, obviously the whole team,
but a lot of it was.
But Hyder making the big play that caused it, and so
absolutely.
For the Cougars, we're going to give it to Colby Hyder. On the Utes.
I like Spencer, and I know you like Riggs Anderson.
No,
so
but I'll agree with you. Ryland Spencer had some pretty big plays.
Spencer had the interception that they took away, which I don't think they should have.
Okay.
And I think he's just played a solid game.
He had another really nice run over here, and then he had a nice that was called back.
You could argue
and then he had that pass, big reception.
Pass reception,
yep.
and then you could argue that Dagan Oaks got beat up the whole game, and that's worthy of it. But I think Spencer, deserves it.
You take the beating, you get the player of the game, right?
Yeah.
No, let's give it to Ryland Spencer.
I think Spencer. So let's go with Spencer for the Utes, and
hey, big thanks to L&L Motor. They provided our jumbotron, and of course, hey, you can't watch football on TV without having a little bit of replay. And guess what? Everybody got the replay because of L&L. Also, Strata Networks, United, operated by SkyWest. Utah State University is here's the kick. Gonna take that one about the 6, bringing it out. Anderson's gonna bring that one out to about the 24.
And now also, you got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Ute Tribal Enterprises making another sponsor for us of our Uintah Basin High School sports. Zions Bank, Ashley Regional Medical Center, and Jones Paint and Glass, Moon Lake, and L&L Motor. All proud sponsors of high school sports here in the Basin. We're just a little over a minute left to play in the game. The Cougars lead 21-0 against
and this
the
is pride now. Just getting some points on the board. I mean, throwing the ball long, making a good run, whatever it is. I don't care if it's the JV squad you're up against. Putting points on the board against your rival.
The Cougars want to keep this shutout.
Yeah,
they want to keep this shutout, and I would too. At this point, I mean, it's a rivalry thing. It's not like the
couple years ago when the Utes beat them 49-0, and our coaches were pissed off.
Exactly,
ready to fight
exactly.
So they're running it up.
21-0, not bad. Well, you want to keep that shutout against your cross-base.
And so
rivalry.
that's the pride.
Justin DeCall, who Uintah's own, actually, the defensive coordinator for the Cougars.
Yeah, he's
and I'll tell you what,
guy.
He's the one that's going, we're getting a shutout. No, I'm keeping my starters in there. We are getting the shutout against my old team. So, keeping you right here is, who was it that took that timeout? Was that the Utes? Or was that the Cougars?
I think it was the Cougars.
I think it was the Cougars. Getting a little, hey, just keep that momentum.
Just talking them through it, making sure things go the way they want them to.
Cougars going to go with a 4-3 defense here. Lincoln Labrum been playing a lot of linebacker tonight. Dagan Oaks will run this one up the middle, and a nice carry there by Hork. That's actually Anderson, or Henderson, sorry. Connor Henderson. And that's a player that Coach Peterson mentioned that he's really
happy with and surprised how well he's done for a younger kid. He's only a sophomore.
And so on 2nd and 2, Oaks under center, I formation. Looks like a strong, right?
And they're
this
just
is
gonna run
Horrocks.
plays.
Horrocks now. Horrocks will get the first down and a few more.
So the Utes just trying to run plays and see if they can make things happen and gain a little here in the end. You don't get a lot of opportunity to run your plays quite the same as game activity, so see what they can come up with here.
All right, so Oaks under center again, the 2-back set. He'll play action, drops back to throw. Intended for Anderson.
Gavin.
That was
No,
Jace.
I think it was intended for.
Was it intended for Gavin Show?
Gavin Show just got blocked.
But Anderson's the one that went up and knocked it down, and so incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Utes. We are under a minute left to go. 35 seconds on the board as the Cougars lead 21-0 over the Utes. Little personnel change by the Cougars defensive line. They're going to go with a three-man set.
Just prevent defense.
Loney Latui, Brig Edwards, and Six Killer, the defensive lineman for the Cougars, as Oaks hands off up the middle, and again it's Henderson. Henderson will push forward for about, I think they're going to give him 5. So it'll be 3rd and 5 now for the Utes. Connor Henderson coming out and running strong.
That one hurt. He's just...
He did. He come up a little slow there,
didn't he? He's a little tender. He'll feel that one tomorrow and Sunday.
They only give him 4 yards there against this 3-man front. John giving me a hard time here. Dagan's throwing left. You're pulling on my headset or something. Wide open.
Oh, and they catch it.
Is that Anderson? That is Riggs.
End of the game.
And that's going to do it for us as the Union Cougars are going to walk away with the win here. They hang on to the trophy, John.
They do.
They hang on to that trophy. They're going to go out middle of the field.
Both teams gained a little here, and one team just came way on top, 21-0 for the Cougars. There you see the L&L replay and the big trophy.
Yeah, the traveling trophy. The Cougars had it. Going to hang on to it this year.
Well, all right. That's it for me.
That's it for you. You don't want to talk about this, John?
Well, no, that was horrible.
We're gonna.
You can stay here and gloat all you want.
No.
I'm out.
No, we got to talk our players of the game again. For the Utes, we picked Rylan Spencer.
Rylan Spencer
played a lot of running back for the Utes. He was back. Played good defense too. He had great defense. He had the interception that was taken away. Called for pass interference.
Great plays. And really the early game, you know, anytime the Utes started to try to come back, down 7-0, down 14-0, Kobe Hyder absolutely shut it down.
Kobe Hyder making huge plays in the backfield, not letting Dagan Oaks get nothing. And you know, Dagan had a tough time. Couldn't get anything going. His offensive line wasn't necessarily holding up for him. But yeah, Kobe Hyder was a big reason for that. You go, hey, they didn't have an answer for him.
No, they didn't.
And so for the Cougars, our player of the game, Colby Hyder, Mark Winterton, John Nurden, thanks for joining us tonight in this broadcast.
Cougars.
Well done to both teams. 21-0, though. It's going to be the Cougars that get the win, keep the traveling trophy, and the Basin Bowl will go to the Cougars this year until next year.
Okay, see y'all next time.
Thanks for joining us.
V6 Media.